Hello and welcome to the Futro Hid Movie Gems podcast. I'm your host, Ty Spiker Christensen. If I need anything, I'll call you. Your number's still 911? Alrighty then. We've got Jordan Christensen on the podcast.
I am curious, and I know this is kind of cutting into the next section though of what it was like first watching it, but I
First
just
time
need
on the
to.
pod, Jordan?
No. I'm just curious though, because I want to jump right into it, just because I know the baby's gonna start freaking out, and I'm gonna have to watch him, and I might not get this in. So, I'm just wondering on your first time when they're like he flips her around. I was wondering how young were you when you watched it, Cameron? Because when I watched it, I was like, oh, she pooped her pants. I didn't know what I was looking at.
You're
And
talking
then
about the hemorrhoids?
no.
That's the worst case of hemorrhoids I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
that's what you're
Oh, I
talking
see what you're
about.
saying. Okay, but yeah, and then I love how the entire police force is like,
Yeah.
it's like she's kissed every single person on the police force.
That's the way to
So
the top.
yeah, and I never understood when I was younger too the whole he's a man. Like I didn't get any of that. So I just
It's probably because they had a woman actress playing a man.
oh, good point. So
So
yeah,
yeah,
I'm just like, oh,
pretty
she
convincing woman. You're like, I don't get
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
she pooped her pants.
All
That's
right,
funny.
and we've got Cameron Mickle on the podcast.
Your gun is digging into my hip.
And we've got Grant Mickle on the podcast.
I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
I know. I wanted to do so many physical jokes. Like I wanted to like take a plunger and just go like or stand up
My
and like start
favorite
making
out
my
of
butt talk.
context movement.
I know that's another reason I was considering not doing it because I'm like, it
Or
looks
the
really
best,
bad.
the best one. He's in the elevator.
Smashing the package.
Oh, the
Oh
package,
yeah.
yeah, kicking it around.
Does a cartwheel on it. It's so
We're going
good.
downtown.
Oh, it looks like it's flooded. We can wait here for more minutes. Or we can go right now. The guy smashes his windshield. Alrighty then.
Hungry fella?
Yeah,
I
alrighty then is
I
like
like the swimming as it's
That's
getting
not
cold.
Snowflake.
Man.
That's not Snowflake.
I oughta gotta say it was kind of like the scene in Jaws, you know? It's like having some guy like move around in water is like unnaturally is
Yeah,
freaky to me.
didn't it?
Like
It kind of honestly scared me when I was younger, and I was always
yeah,
afraid to dive deep into pools because
yeah,
I was like,
it's
"There's
probably
going to be a
this movie
shark
that
at the
freaked me
Yeah,
bottom."
out.
because that's what you guys told me growing up, and you're like, "There's sharks. That's how they get in through those vents." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And
Yeah,
you're
it
like,
comes in as a
then you're
baby
like, they
shark and
go
then it
back out to the
grows.
ocean during the day, but they come in at night into the pools because it's warmer. And I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Oh my word, that is terrifying.
Yeah, I'm still scared at like a lake. If I can't see the bottom, I'm like, get me back in the boat,
Dude,
please,
you
as
don't
soon
have
as
to be at the
possible.
bottom. You have to have the seaweed touch your leg, dude.
Yeah, that too.
Get me out of here.
That's not Snowflake.
That sounds lovely. Do not go in there.
Woo!
Woo! All right,
If I was drinking
guys.
from the toilet, I may have been killed.
Guys, today we are reviewing the most quotable uh I'd say what do you call when there's only two? It's not a
I
trilogy.
I thought the second one was more quotable, but that's because me and Ty grew up watching that one more
This
than you
is the
two.
best. This is, in my opinion, maybe. I think it's the best comedy of all time.
The best comedy of
There's
all time? That's
Wow,
hilarious.
that's strong.
that's a bold
I
statement.
It's
I
good,
have
but
to say
dang.
Dumb and Dumber gets me more than these two movies, but as far as quoting, yeah, I probably quote these more than Dumb and Dumber, even though Dumb and Dumber makes me laugh. But anyway, guys, these we're doing it. We're reviewing these movies. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and you must be the Monopoly guy. There's just too many. Anyway, so let's get into this movie. What was it like watching this movie for the first time and rewatching it for the podcast? Start with you, Jordan. We don't know how long you'll be on here for.
Watching, well, like I said, I was very unclear of a lot of things when I was younger.
A lot of
Um,
things went over your head.
but I already mentioned that we watched the second one growing up way more. This one actually isn't my favorite. And there's a lot of jokes you don't get. Like I didn't get like when he grabbed the pole and he was like swinging around. Like I was like, I did not understand that when I was younger. And you just don't get any of the
People sure
jokes.
here are friendly. What do you
And
think?
uh yeah, so you don't get any of that. And I think the other jokes are just funnier in the second one when you're younger, especially because like you just think it's funny when he's coming out of a rhino's butt and he's naked, and they're like, look, it's giving birth.
Like as much as he is a character in this movie, he's like a caricature of a caricature in the second one. Like
You must be the
he,
Monopoly
he
man. I thought
dialed
the
it up
quotes
to
were more
11. Yeah.
quotable.
Their
There's
their
like
balls are
Judy.
showing.
Yeah, that one.
Bumblebee tuna.
So I didn't know that quote, Cameron, before, and I said it in an elevator. Oh no, that was a different quote.
no,
Sorry,
no, I know what
but
Jordan's thinking.
yeah, okay.
Jordan, we were riding in an elevator in Las Vegas and we're with a bunch of strangers, a full elevator, and then the elevator like descends and Jordan's like the elevator drops, it makes my pee pee tickle. And everyone on the elevator is like, what? And
But
then
we did.
I, as a kid, I kept telling
Uh,
everyone that I meet your balls are showing.
Yeah,
And my
so that
dad would
one,
laugh, and I didn't know what it meant. So
me
I just
neither.
kept
And
telling people, yeah,
Cassie got really upset one time because I
right.
whispered it to her, and she's like, "Who told you that? Why are you saying that
Why are
to
you
people?"
saying that? And she's like,
Yeah.
I don't have balls. And Jordan's like, what?
What? My world's shattered.
What?
You pooped your pants? What?
No. So it's a girl house. No, idiot. Everyone has a uvula. I don't.
That's right. Monster House.
yeah, Monster House.
All right,
Mm.
guys, let's hear it. Cameron, when was the first time you watched this movie?
Yeah, I think the first time I watched this, I was 6. I was like 6 years old, and like this was like same time I was playing on the Game Boy Advance, playing Pokemon Blue at Anna and Larly's house. And I just remember me, Grant, Anna, and Livy watching it. We would do every single time we got together, we would watch that, and then what is it, Jordan? American Wild.
I don't
Wild
remember watching
America.
any of these.
Wild
Wild
You
America,
mean
America.
Grant?
No, it's
America
not.
Wild,
No, I know,
America
but I always say the
Comics,
wrong
Yeah,
one,
Wild
Jordan.
America, the one with the crocodile and
a
Yeah,
moose.
the moose. Yeah, and the bear in
yeah.
the bear cave. Yeah, but yeah, we would
But
always.
it's I don't know why they're not at all tethered, but I don't know why it
I
makes
know.
me
Well, it's just
laugh.
because it was the two that they
Yeah,
had
it
on
was the movies we
VHS.
watched.
It was the two that they had on VHS that they really liked, and so we every single time we came over that we would just rewind it and then watch that, those two movies. And yeah, like I always thought it was super funny the first one, growing
Well, because
up.
this wasn't in our house growing up.
Yeah, well, so much obviously went over my head, but I just loved like kind of the football plot and the detective mystery. And then like the older I became, and every time like hanging out with the cousins, we would still continue to rewatch it, even though we were like in college. And it's so funny how much we would all laugh, even when like half of the cousins would be like baked out of their mind or whatever. It would be so funny just to hear them. Even like the delayed laugh would just make it even that much funnier. It's like because then I would laugh and then they would like laugh a couple seconds after. But yeah, rewatching it honestly impresses me, and I think it's probably heavily carried by nostalgia for me. But still, I just think it's like it's just like one of my comfort movies, kind of similar to About Time, where it's like every single time I watch it, I'm like, because every time I'm like never wanting to watch it because I'm like, "Oh, I've seen it so many times, but then every time I'm watching it, I just like am remembering how many good parts there are to it, and rewatching it, I was just like, yeah, this might be my favorite like comedy ever.
I love it. How about you, Grant? What was like watching it for the first time?
Yeah, like Cam said, grew up watching it with cousins, and then it was really funny rewatching it like a couple months ago with several of our cousins. And like Cameron said, half of them are not laughing because like we just think it's hilarious and we're just like dying like
Yeah, it's the ones that
quoting
have
all the funniest
the ones
parts
of
and
us that have watched it for a long
yeah.
time think it's hilarious, and all the ones who didn't watch it growing up are all like, oh,
Yeah. So it's really funny seeing the perspective of people who haven't really watched that much or really aren't into like Jim Carrey because that was another funny thing is my wife, she never really like
My
knew who
wife.
Jim Carrey was.
Sorry.
Like I'd say like Jim Carrey and she's like, Who was that again? I'm like, what? So yeah, it's one of those things like you just have to grow up,
You know the
watching
guy from Mr.
very
Popper's
good.
Penguins?
Yeah, his best
Well,
movie.
Grant, my wife
The
hadn't
movie
even seen
23?
Dumb and Dumber when I had married her. Is that insane?
Yeah.
What?
How
How
do
do you
you?
go
I'm
with your
trying
Yeah,
to think.
wife?
it is
I think
mandatory to
she's
do
seen
it.
Truman Show, but that might be it.
Yeah,
Truman
Truman
Show.
Show and the Majestic was the one she knew from Jim Carrey.
Oh,
He's
I
like,
was
oh,
talking
he's a
about
great
lately.
dramatic actor. And you're like, have you seen his comedy?
have you? Yeah, my yeah. Oh,
It's
he was
not known
being
for his
silly in
dramatic.
this movie. You're like never seen him in Dumb and Dumber. Oh, he's doing something different here. But
Yeah, it's
people
like knowing, that's
forget
like
Dumb
knowing
and
Adam.
Dumber.
That's like knowing Adam Sandler from like, oh, the guy from Uncut Gems and Punch Drunk Love. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but
That would be
more
so
well known
funny.
of
We need to
like,
find those people that are in bubbles that are like, oh, dramatic actor Adam Sandler.
yeah, like you ever heard
Well,
of Happy Gilmore?
so one thing needs to be said, and I'm sure you guys already know this, but Steve Odekirk or whatever his name is, I always forget. Yeah, Steve Odekirk. He's the guy that did the Thumb movies. He directed the sequel, When Nature Calls. So Frank and
Really?
Thumb, Where's Thumb? Yeah,
Yeah,
so maybe you guys knew that, but I always wanted to mention this because there's something about this type of humor that is always called to this family. Like movies like Good Burger, Ace Ventura Pet Detective,
Nacho
Thumb
Libre.
movies, like this is just our line of humor. So if you understand this over the top, goofy, it perfect you'll understand this family a lot better. So it's just funny
That,
because I think
that is
that
very true.
I was I was doing an internship and we got into an argument about who was funnier, Will Ferrell or Jim Carrey. And I was like, Will Ferrell has like one mode where he's like doing the yelly, angry,
Like he's funny,
over the
but
top. Oh,
dang,
he's
not even
very funny.
But
close.
yeah,
But
Jim
he,
Yeah.
but
Carrey's
Jim,
the
like
goat.
there is like Jim
I don't
Carrey,
know that there's a more comedic, like a more naturally comedic person than Jim.
and let's not forget, like he also has range. Like my goodness, we mentioned so Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. You could argue Majestic. I don't really care. And Truman Show are probably two of the most deep, profound drama movies that are out
Yeah,
there. Like on every top 100 list, if not
yeah.
top 10. And he just knocks it out of the park. And even in Dumb and Dumber, people forget, like he acts the heck out of that. Like at the
So you're telling me
beginning,
there's a
he's the
chance?
heart of the movie. You actually care about him, even though he's an idiot. Like he gets you to care about him very early on in the movie with a very dramatic scene. And anyway, yeah, Jim
Funny,
Carrey is just
funny
such a
fact about that: his
yeah.
co-star in Dumb and Dumber was actually supposed to play the role of what's her name, um, Courtney Cox, but she turned it down.
Oh, wait,
Huh?
sorry.
So
The
his co-star in Dumb and Dumber, the girl that he likes and has the crush on,
yeah, so he
she was
was
supposed.
married to her. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
she
keep
was
going.
supposed to be in Pet Detective, but then turned down the role.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
She was supposed
He
to,
was supposed to be she was supposed to be the brunette lady?
yeah, Courtney Cox, the chick from
Uh,
Friends.
uh,
Well,
But
I
yeah,
wonder
so
if they were married at the time. I would assume so if
no,
they
they met
okay.
later on the
Maybe
set of
then.
Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
Because so that's what's crazy is kind of a little background because I love this movie so much. Is what the crazy thing about this is that this movie kind of like um kind of kickstarted Jim Carrey's like true acting career because before
Mm.
he was just doing a lot of stand-up stuff as well as he was kind of on a like an SNL show that was like primarily
Oh yeah, Living Color, I think it was it called.
yeah, and he was kind of like the
Oh,
token
funny.
he was like the token white guy on the show, kind of like
Played
a reverse
funny,
of
funny
SNL.
characters. Yeah.
And he drew a lot of inspiration for his character of Ace for from that because he has like a gay character that he plays on in Living Color that says alrighty then and does like a lot of kind of some similar mannerisms. So he like drew a lot of inspiration from that into this, and so many of his lines are improvised. But it's funny when they initially launched this, there was like a guy who was a big reviewer who went on like a national channel or like on the news and essentially said that like Ace Ventura was Pet Detective was one of the worst movies ever created.
hmm.
And this is like a month before it released, and so he was like, and his like agent called him and said like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we're like this is terrible," because he and the director thought this would ruin both their careers when they made it, and that's why also Courtney Cox even is embarrassed of being in this movie. Like, like it's reported that one of her friends, Jennifer Aniston, went over and like tried to brought a copy of Ace Ventura, and she refused to watch it. But and so like all of that was kind of leading up to it, and then immediately after it dropped, everyone just like thought, "Oh my gosh, this is so funny." And I also saw an interview of Jamie Foxx actually. Jim Carrey like ran into him cool because I think they worked together on the in Living Color together, and he like showed Jamie parts of it, and Jamie was like, "Dude, this is gonna like make you big." He's like, "Trust me, like this is so good." And he said that in the theaters, like watching it in LA, that everyone was just like on the floor rolling, like in the first 5 minutes of the movie. And he was like, "Yeah, he knew from then on, like this dude's career would just take off." So it's crazy that like, because like we're talking about, like, we know Jim Carrey to be like, oh, this huge comedian who's just like the one of the best comedic actors of all time, but it's like he could have very easily, if he didn't have like a big role like this, just been like, oh, he's a comedian who's really funny who occasionally does like cameos in movies, kind of like a Bill Burr.
Right. And
But
it definitely established like a cult following, like it garnered a
yeah,
sequel. So like it just became one, let's just be honest, like what a great premise. Like a pet detective is just such a funny thing where it's like petty crimes for like people like it's hilarious. Like the fact that there's like a
you just
charge
lost
that's
me
like
25 grand, Polly.
It's so funny because yeah, it's just very like he's a joke to the cops, the people around him. But what's so funny is just how over the top his antics are, and yet he is very intelligent. Like he catches little de it's almost and like honestly, I don't think shows like Psych exist without this. Like he laid the groundwork for like even sure like portrayals of Sherlock Holmes have been like this, where it's like over the top, but like secretly really intelligent. Maybe he has Asperger's, or maybe he's just,
Al's even mentioned
flamboyant
that.
or
She's
whatever.
like,
But
this
like,
is like a
yeah,
version of Psych. I'm like, it is crazy how it like
yeah,
inspired so many different, because that's
yes,
actually was largely Jim Carrey's, because initially uh Ace Ventura was supposed to be dumb. It was supposed to be kind of like a Dr. Dolittle or Pink Panther, where it's like he's accidentally good at his job. But
hmm
then Jim Carrey was like a big a proponent of saying, no, let's actually make him really smart and really good at what he
yeah,
does. But
he's
like all of
confident.
the other antics essentially make you, it's almost like a mirage or a screen to where you're like, oh, maybe he's not that smart. But then you're like, oh wait, this dude's actually great at his job, which I think is a great kind of balance. Because then you're like, okay, he actually does great stuff. Like, and it makes those scenes with the cops that much funnier because he's just like, he's like, oh, he's like, whew, sounds like you guys got it all covered, except there's some blood right there.
Yeah, or even like yeah, them mocking like the fact that he doesn't fit in the mold of like I mean, there's so many scenes of that, but like I was just gonna say the cops mocking him at the police station, they step on a cockroach, like oh,
Got collars.
yeah, or even like when he's at this rave and everyone's moshing and he walks in and then does the stupid dance that does not belong to the style of music he's listening to. It just like the quotes, the pop
New
culture references that
England
are just seem
clam
out of nowhere,
chowder.
right? Yeah.
Now, is that the red or the white? I can never remember this. The white?
He's like, you're afraid I'm gonna embarrass you, right? He's like just all over the place.
Permission to come aboard, sir. All
It's
right.
so good. So anyway, yeah, good stuff. But let's get into well, I guess for me, yeah, like Jordan said, there's never been a time in my life I didn't know this movie. So like when I became sentient and had long-term memory, this movie has just always been there. So to have, and both first and second one, but yeah, definitely the second one just because I've seen it more times
Canon
than the
event in our
first.
family.
What's that?
It's a canon event in our
Yeah,
family.
it's a canon event. It's exactly right. It's a canon event.
These humor movies is just canon events. You
Exactly.
have to
Yeah.
watch like
Good
these
Burger,
10
Crank and
movies. Yeah.
Thumb, Bat Thumb, Thumb Wars, and Pet Detective. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, so good.
But you were
What?
saying it was watching it for the first time was just like as a kid. But what about, I'm curious what it was like rewatching it.
Yeah, rewatching it, dude. I still it still gets me because
Watch it with, did you watch it
somehow
with your kids or just you and
no,
Maddie?
I won't watch it. And it's funny because part of me is like, I'm sure there'll
Because it
be a
is
time soon.
PG-13, so
Yeah, yeah. I was like, I'm sure there'll be a time where I'll because most of it does go over their head when they're
yeah.
young enough. But I'm also like. It makes me feel weird watching with my kids because I'd be like, yeah,
Grabbing his butt cheeks and spraying
excuse
him.
me, I need to ask you a
Ask you a
question.
question.
I can't hold him much longer.
It's so
Uh,
good, dude. This is
I'll
anyway, but
make your
yeah.
life a living hell. Sorry, Lois. I'm not ready for a relationship right
Yeah.
now.
Uh, it's so funny too because like my kids loved Good Burger, and I'm like, so you get them when they're young, you can indoctrinate your kids into thinking this type of humor is funny, and then you grow up with it, and you're like, it is silly, but when you grew up with it, it's perfect. It's like when you try to show your kids like the Three Stooges now, it's awesome. They think it's hilarious, and I'm like, in 3 or 4 more years, they're gonna be like, this is dumb, and I'm like, I know it is, but it's so funny.
Yeah, it's the
Like,
same with like Three Amigos and Court Jester and What's Up, Doc?
I'd say Three Amigos stands up regardless. That movie is just genuinely funny. But
I need
I
to
hear what you're
rewatch
saying.
that.
Like, yeah,
Well,
like
I
that is.
You don't
remember, okay,
want
I
to
remember
die
a
with a
couple
little
years
I love
ago,
Galaxy
BAC gun.
Quest. Like, I
a
love Galaxy
couple of
Quest.
years
It's
You
so
ago, I
want to
good.
die with a
rewatched
real
that
man's gun.
because I remember watching it. I think I watched it with Elise. I think it was with our family, and like, yeah, it was so much more crass than I remember.
Which one? The Galaxy
Three
Quest?
Amigos.
Oh, the Three Amigos.
Yeah,
Don't move. You make
it's
a
funny.
sudden move, I'll fill you so full of lead you'll use your dick for a pencil. What do you mean? I think he means you. Shut up.
I still hear
What
a
do you
wobble.
mean? I don't know. Three Amigos is so good, dude. It's same thing. Like those jokes that go over your head as a kid.
Yeah.
It's such a delight. Like, because then you're like, I don't even know what that means. Kids, they'll miss it, but they pick up on other things. It's great. So yeah, I think we're ready to get
Speaking of Three
to.
Amigos, I'm watching Monk right now, and I think one of the characters is in it, but I also don't know if I'm just racist and think because he sounds Mexican that he's
I'm sitting
the,
in a wobble.
but he sounds like one of the
Want
characters
to die with
from,
a little sissy gun.
Die with a
You want to
CC
die with
gun.
a man's gun. Just hands him that ginormous revolver.
Came came and hold it. Wow. All right, we're talking about Three Amigos. Hey, let's get into two of our favorite things about this movie. Cameron's got everything to say. Grant, let's hear
Yeah.
from you first, and then Jordan. That Cupid.
I don't know. Just like, I mean, obviously the humor, like, there's just so many like hilarious moments. Like, one of my favorite moments is when he goes to the house of the parents of Finkel. He's like, what does he say? Oh, let me get the quote. He's like, "Hi, I'm looking for Ray Finkel," and then just a shotgun
Shotgun goes in his
appears
face,
right in front of his face,
and a clean
and
pair
he's
of
like,
shorts.
"And a clean pair of shorts."
It's
Uh,
Posey. If you're a Hannibal Lecter.
and then
A smudge.
yeah, I think his whole like scene of just him acting like a psychotic man in a tutu is just so ridiculous. It's
Maybe
like,
you
let's
got
watch that instant replay. You don't
You,
really, you
you
really
don't
have you? Oh
really.
man.
God. Every time he hits her shoulder or his shoulder, like always makes
It's
me
so
laugh.
funny too. I'm
So good.
watching the faces of the girl and
Oh,
the
she's
doctor.
breaking
They're like
several
trying
times.
so hard not
Oh, I know.
not
They
to
almost break
smile.
several times. They like cover their
Yeah.
mouth or
Well,
they're
yeah,
just
that's
Uh,
a
like
there's
fidgeting.
because of how many times he improvised. That was like a lot of members reported that like they were just trying their best to not laugh
yeah.
because you can even
Because
tell
the
when
humor
it's
works so much better when they don't react. It really
Yeah.
does. Because it's so over the top. Everyone's just being the straight man. Everyone's just like not reacting
Right.
to this insane antics. And it's even made funnier the fact that he's pretending to be mentally ill. And it's like somehow he fits perfectly. Put
Um,
me in,
and
coach.
I'm like, how much of
I'm
this is
ready to go.
acting?
I know it's psychological. The whole game's riding on this. So good, dude.
Laugh every time.
He's wearing a
yeah,
pink tutu and his hair's so crazy. It's just so funny, dude.
I know. I love his hair,
Holy
his
testicle
normal hairdo
Tuesday.
too.
Oh, keep going, Cameron. Grant.
That's it.
I love it. Cameron, how about you? Hit us up. Start
They
spilling the
said
beans.
I thought you said Jordan.
I did. If he's ready to chat, he's got a little baby in his hand. Good thing you just throw it aside.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right,
that
it's my
reminded me of
turn.
the Good Burger. My
Yeah,
baby.
Like pretty quick.
huh? Play
Um,
with it over
wait.
basketball.
Uh, oh shoot, what was I gonna say now? Now you got me thinking about.
Top two things
Um,
about Ace Ventura, Jordan.
what was I gonna say? Oh, the did you guys already say the yes, Satan? Like that's a great
Oh,
line.
No.
an amazing line.
Um,
Isn't that
Ventura.
guy Tio in
It's Hector
Breaking Bad?
Salamanca, dude, from
Yeah.
freaking Breaking Bad, dude. Oh,
Ventura.
Ventura.
Yes,
Yes,
Satan.
Satan. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody
You
else.
sounded like someone else.
there's something like somewhat.
Fiber.
I know maybe this sounds weird, but there's somewhat like magical about like thinking there's animals hidden everywhere, and it
The
kind of feels
penguins in
like
the freezer.
yeah, it's kind of
My
like Harry.
jungle friends.
It's kind of like Harry Potter when like the
Oh.
Weasleys come out of like secret hideouts.
Yeah.
There's something as a kid, you're just when I saw that, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Like you just think there's a world hidden inside your home, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's also like a decent amount of show don't tell in that scene because it's like you see him do like the shaking the keys or whatever. And you're like, what
Mm.
the heck is going on? And then it gets in there. Go ahead, snoop around. And then he slams the door in his face.
I know this is from the second one, but I have to quote it. This is a lovely room of death. But yeah, there's
Yeah, anytime I
that
see a deer mounted on the wall, like of homes here in Wisconsin, you got a hunter or a cabin with like a deer
yeah.
mounted on the wall. I'm always like,
Yeah, every time I see animal heads,
this is a
that's
lovely
what
room
I
of
think
death.
of.
Take care now. Bye bye, Dad.
Because
Yeah,
you know, Dad has a lovely room of death now.
yeah, he does. I know. Our own dad. He's got elk on the wall or whatever, antelope from
'Cause he
Africa, and
goes to
he's got a
Africa a
zebra
lot.
rug, and I'm like, you became the killer.
Does your guys' dad hunt?
Uh,
Well, he's been on hunts in Africa, but they most of those animals get killed off. I don't know, something humane. Like the animals that we were getting hunted, they're
They
like
snipe him
dying or they
as a
eat them.
lion's chasing after him. Don't worry, dude. We'll put you out of your
We're just doing it
misery.
for fun, yeah. No, but
it's
then
just
they
we just
immunize
need the
they
skin lion. You can
immunize
have the rest.
so they go on a hunt for rhinos and stuff, but they tranquilize them and
Getting
then
kind
they
of hot in these
immunize them and give them
rhinos.
vaccines, yeah. And then they leave. So it's like it is the thrill of the hunt, but they don't like kill. But anyway, I joke because I'm like, yeah, I'm sure those are the ones that they do trank, and then the other ones they shoot in the
I, I am surprised, Cameron, you haven't done because you do a lot of your favorite characters for Halloween. I'm surprised you haven't done Ace Ventura. Yeah, either the ballerina outfit or
I
his
I
iconic
I
look.
Yeah,
have
you need to get
considered it
striped
multiple
pants
times.
with the belt
Yeah.
And
buckle,
then
the
all you got to
white
do is
tank
And
slick
the
up
top, and
the
the
swoop
Y
front.
hair,
shirt
you
and the
Yeah,
know.
hair. You
gel it
actually
up.
have the
Well, it's
physicality. You're six
interesting.
five and lanky. You literally
Yeah.
would
Well,
look just like
it's
him.
interesting because he actually tried to create his character after like a parrot. He tried to make himself or like a cockatoo. Um
Oh, with the hairdo.
Oh,
yeah,
that's like,
like that's why if you notice also
no one
all of his
messes with
clothes are super
you.
colorful. So that's why he's like trying to be and he like a lot of his movements are very bird-like. So it's interesting that he drew inspiration from an animal to act like an animal and it just looks childish.
That's
I
funny.
like that. It's beautiful. Thanks for sharing. He did look like a cockatoo, and he's loud and annoying and bombastic at times, just like birds.
Yeah.
So good. Do you have a breath mint?
Yummy.
He's talking out of his butt. Did you have a breath mint or chewing gum? What does he say? Chewing gum or a
I think it
mint?
meant, yeah.
Do you have a mint? Oh, so funny. A Tic Tac or something. Oh,
Ashtray? No, no, I don't smoke. It's a disgusting habit. I was just chewing on the sunflowers.
Yes.
low key, yeah. One of my low key favorite scenes
That's
or
right.
like favorite quotes now that I didn't realize came from this movie because I'd always quoted it before, but he was like, "If I'm not back in 5 minutes, wait a
Just
little."
wait longer. How
Which
was
is probably
security?
one of the funniest movie quotes, like underrated movie quotes ever. Like it's just so
Yeah.
good. Like if I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
And then him looking in the camera. Just,
Yeah, such a meme. Like it's so funny. Mm, it's great. So let's do
Wait, Ty,
let's
two of your favorite things, and
two
then
of
I
my
have
favorite. Yeah. I have to say, like, I mentioned Jim Carrey's range. I don't know. Like, it's so funny because, like, sometimes I think of Robin Williams, sometimes I think of Jim Carrey, like, as, like, the greatest comedic performer of all time. But I realize, like, they have lots of heart. And I almost think that the only detriment to Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura and When Nature Calls and Pet Detective, he doesn't get enough heart. Like, I think it's amazing, but it almost doesn't. It does Jim Carrey a disservice in the fact that he is such a caricature. You don't get the heart that you get from even like Dumb and Dumber, and it's a 2 minute scene when he's talking to you know what I'm talking about in the department when he's in his apartment and he's like, I'm sick and tired of being a nobody. I'm sick and tired of having nobody, and like even just that 2 minute scene gave you so much character and so much depth to a goofy character. And I almost feel like for this movie and Nature Calls, you don't get that, and I think that does it a disservice. I don't know why I'm mentioning this in my favorite, but what I'm saying is I'm just relieved that the movie did work and that Jim Carrey kept getting work because he, like Adam Sandler, some of these actors, I think what I think is interesting is some people will say like, "Oh, comedy, this is so fun," or like it's easy to be wacky and stuff like him. And I'm like, I think comedy is probably one of the hardest things because if you don't get the timing right like it just falls flat.
just asked Disney. You think it's about money and ease. It is
I know,
not,
right?
brother. It is not.
Yeah.
It is a talent.
No, that's
As Daniel Tosh says, you think I'm rich because I worked hard? No, I have a gift from God.
see and so yeah, so I want to just mention that because everything that he's doing, like there's things that I feel like I understand even if I don't know the specific reference he's throwing out. Like I remember once there's like a like even in for example like when nature calls when he's like there's something on the wing, something. He's quoting, if I understand it, or someone once explained to me, it's William Shatner in an episode of Twilight Zone. Or maybe it was an episode of the Star Trek. I don't remember, but it's an episode of a TV show and he's doing an impression of a character and you're like,
Funny.
even if you didn't understand what it was, it just feels like you understand it, I guess. Like and maybe it's just because I've literally known these quotes and what's so crazy is sometimes in the natural world I'll stumble across the things that Jim Carrey is mocking. And I'm like, "Hey, that's from Ace Ventura," not realizing that of course he's mocking it, but
A hun-
like I
No,
know it from Ace Ventura, which is so crazy. That's just a
That's Grant the other day. He said Annika. He quoted SpongeBob. It's
it's
Attica, and SpongeBob
yes,
is actually quoting an old film called Dog Day Afternoon. And I
yes.
didn't realize that till I was watching Dog Day
Ah.
Afternoon when the guy screams
Attica,
Attica, Attica,
Attica.
and I'm
Another great
like,
example is El Dorado. There's a scene where the guy's like, "Is this the end of Rico?" Which is literally a gangster movie, or that's
hmm,
what like basically the Al Capone or basically Al Pacino did in his movie. But he says that question before he gets shot or like dies or whatever. It's like, "Is this the end of Rico?" And it's just so funny because it's in this kids movie. You're like, no one knows this. Like, but it's so specific
yeah.
and it's so funny. And I'm like, I'm just so glad that that joke was in there. I'm so glad that these jokes are in there because it's
Well,
like an Easter egg or something that I enjoy. Because George, we said that we're like, it on the subtitles, we're like, what is he screaming? It's
that
hilarious, but we don't know what the fish is screaming in SpongeBob. And
that's a lot of like what like Robin Williams does. Like if you're watching Aladdin,
oh
he'll quote things and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
man, he's
What is that
referring to
from?
stuff
Yeah.
left
you
and
had
right.
to have gone way back to see those kinds of movies.
And even the ones that you don't, it's still funny in its own right.
Mm,
Like, here's the deal, Sparky, to be a straight shooter, you want to get to
yeah.
the girl. Like, you're like,
See,
oh my gosh, she's doing
that's
an
what I feel
amazing
like.
impression of Jack Nicholson. But
Mm.
even if you didn't know who he was, you're like, it's just a goofy character and it works for his character.
That's
So,
what I feel like being a good comedian is kind of similar almost to being like a good musician, where it's like
mm,
you can enjoy it just like on the first viewing or just like overall experience. And then it's like going back, sometimes you'll catch like the deeper meaning to things and you're like, oh wow, this is actually really deep. Or like that thing, I didn't even notice this detail. And like that's really impressive. Because I feel like, especially with him, like, because even Allie was mentioning it, she had never known what Bumblebee tuna was from, just because she said her dad used to always say that he would just say Bumblebee tuna, and she was like, I had no idea what that was from. That he was just quoting Ace Ventura.
Wait, really quick, Cameron. I just remembered talking about Robin Williams. Recently listened to an interview. What's the How You Like Them Apples? What's that movie you like?
Good Will Hunting.
So that's
So,
Good Will Hunting, yeah.
okay, Good Will Hunting. I just recently learned that they approached for at least, I don't know if he was the first person, but one of the first people was Mel Gibson. And so they wanted Mel Gibson to be Robin Williams' part.
He's
Can you
fine.
imagine? That would be so crazy.
Yeah,
Dang.
talk about different tone of the movie. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
different universe. That would have been insane.
Yeah,
Anyways,
He's
that's
flying.
he's fine.
Mel Gibson's just like looking out his office window all
We'll
day
forever
long.
be one of the biggest tragedies of
Conspiracy.
losing our audio on that episode.
Did we?
oh,
Oh,
that's
did we
right.
lose their audio on that
We
one?
lost either my audio or your audio on that one.
Wait, on which episode?
On he's flying.
Unhinged?
A conspiracy.
Oh,
Conspiracy.
conspiracy theory. That's
Conspiracy
right.
theory.
Yeah, you're thinking of
But
Russell Crowe,
I,
Jordan.
I know now I'm thinking of remember he was on fire and then he's like, he's
Yeah,
fine,
he's
he's
gonna be
fine.
fine.
Well, you kept
He
quoting the
was
wrong
so-
movie. I think you meant to say he's flying.
That's what I
Were you?
said.
Oh, it sounded like you were saying he's fine.
No.
Yeah.
That's from Unhinged or whatever.
Unhinged. Yeah, that's
He'll
why I
be
was thinking of Russell
fine.
Crowe. I'm like, I'm so
Yeah, when
lost
he's
right
taped to
now.
the chair and lit on fire, and then
Yeah, he'll be fine.
they said, oh, he's fine. I'm like, if he was put out
That's
immediately with a fire extinguisher, he still wouldn't be fine.
No, that's third degree burns. He's done.
Well done, you'd say.
Extra crispy.
Yeah, extra crispy. Nothing gets past Ty. I can't believe he caught that
I
quote.
know, like that quote sounded familiar, and then you're like,
extra
it was only
crispy,
because you'd
please.
mentioned it.
I'll
I was
never
like, oh
forget
yeah,
that,
that is a
dude.
good burger.
Extra crispy, please. I'll never
Extra
forget
crispy,
that.
please.
I heard
Um,
animals in there, Ventura. I heard them again this morning, scratching around.
scratching around.
I never bring my homework with me, sir. Oh yeah? What's all this pet food for? Fiber. I'll never get over. He's so good, dude. It's so stupid. Oh my gosh.
What are you feeding him? He's so sad all the time. Dog food?
Like a club. So good, dude.
You should leave. Why? So you can beat him, fatty? I love it. She's like, I just think you don't know how to control your anger, and I think you're ugly.
Oh my
I love when he
gosh.
catches the bullet with his teeth when his head's out the window.
Yeah, I like the montage. Did you guys already talk about that? That was
No,
good.
no, that's a great
Where
scene
he's
where
like in the mailbox and he's like looking at the guy's ring.
The guy's like
Yeah.
so afraid to look back in there.
like
That's
that's literally our favorite
understandable.
humor is like somebody unaware like someone attacking you in a mailbox. It's like
And then he chloroforms the guy running because he can't keep up with them.
or he's even in the bathroom watching the guy pee and he's looking down at it in his hand and he's like this movie has aged so good, dude. Like, and we're coming full circle, dude. We're back. Trump's back in office. Let's go, baby. This movie has
Oh
aged
my
well
gosh.
again. It's gone from aging poorly to aging well again. Oh my gosh.
Einhorn's a man. Yeah.
I
And
love
it's
he's
so
going
funny
through like
too.
a
Jim
entire
Carrey
thing of
has a
gum.
joke in every Jim Carrey movie where he's like, "Okay, kill him or kill him." He's like,
Please don't kill me.
"Don't
Kill
kill
him.
him.
He's the
Kill
one you
him,
want.
please. It's his fault. He fumbled the ball.
And
He didn't do laces out."
well, it's nice to see somebody doesn't pull under the pressure. What do you know about pressure? Well, I have kissed a man.
I'm in Psychoville and Fingal's the mayor.
The mayor.
So
He
good, dude.
started catching up to me, chasing me, and then there's some marks on the back of my neck.
He's like, I have to go. Something has to be done. You thought I left, didn't you? It's so good, dude. Yeah. I throw it out there that I'm so glad that this garnered a cult following because I feel like these two movies do showcase just how goofy he can get. And I feel like some movies I'm always like, I'd wish, Jim Carrey could get injected with some adrenochrome, mashed up babies or whatever, and make himself youthful
What?
again to keep doing movies.
I was about
Like,
to say
yes.
euthanize him,
Uh,
not knowing what he's saying.
Ty,
Make him young again. We euthanize him?
they're
No, not
literally
euthanize him. You euthanize? No, no.
Yeah.
Make him youthful again. Make him young
well, they're
again.
going to, Ty. They're doing that with AI. Eventually, you'll just say whatever
Jim
actors you
Carrey
want
will
to
know.
see
Yeah,
forever. Yeah.
like yeah, and it'll
They
just be
will
Jim Carrey.
immortalize them.
Let me see Robert Downey Jr. play Black Iron Man using all footage from Tropic Thunder.
Yes.
That's so good.
oh man.
But I'll just say my two things really quick. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's so many good things. I think it's sort of been talked about, but hasn't been like explicitly said. I think the quotes in this movie are just like obviously we've been saying like a bajillion quotes. It's just so quotable. And like Ty said, if you understand like these movies, you'll also just understand that sometimes like our autistic like bursts of words. Sometimes it's like that wasn't really in context. That like sort of made sense, but it doesn't make sense. It's like most likely we're quoting one of these 12 movies, just like and putting it into regular conversation. And there's like they're just so funny. And even out of context, they're hilarious. And I think the second favorite thing for me is it's crazy to me that the I think the reason also that this movie is so funny is it doesn't let up. Like if it's not saying something funny, it's doing something funny with physical humor. And it's like even to the littlest things where like he even improvised the scene with like when he's at the party, he pulls the violinist's arm. That was actually improvised. And they just like and the director just loved it. So he like left it in 'cause he's just like, eh? He didn't like warn that guy or anything. He just pulled his arm and just kind of like proved how like he's almost just like a chaotic. He reminds me. He's like almost like the Joker of comedy,
Mm.
where he's just like he's so unhinged. You don't even know what he's gonna do next. And that's what I love is he balances that childish humor with also like some pretty intelligent humor so well. Like just like the this stuff is good
Did Liar Liar come after or before?
After.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everything Grant he's ever been in came after.
Even Cable Guy?
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because this was 93 and almost all of his stuff is like 96 to kind of like
Hmm.
2004-ish is a lot of
Dude,
his.
he had a heck of a run. So I think only recently there's some Indian actor that beat Carrie, but Carrie had the longest run of box office in 1 year. He had Dumb and Dumber. Uh, it was Ace Ventura, or no, sorry. I'm trying to think of the three movies. It was Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, and what was the other third movie? Was it
Um
Liar Liar?
Batman Forever.
Maybe it was Batman Forever, but in that year he had like the long like he
Who
and
did
he
he
had one
play
Well,
called
in
well,
Batman
well, Ace
Forever?
Ventura. So it's Ace Ventura, The Mask, and
Riddler.
Dumb and Dumber.
in 1 year, yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
in like the
All,
span
all,
of a
all
oh,
year,
in
Riddler.
1994. And
in
then,
94.
yeah, and then 95 does Batman Forever and Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, and then Cable Guy, and then Liar Liar, and then Truman Show. And then Man on the Moon, Me, Myself, and Irene, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, The Majestic, Bruce Almighty, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And then even things like a series of unfortunate events, like he just was like pretty consistent through all of the beginning of
I mean, my goodness, yeah, but 94, dude, like to go from being nobody to Ace Ventura, Mask, and Dumb and Dumber, like three like absolute bangers. And again, his range, right? Like the mask is literally about some mild-mannered, nerdy banker, shy banker to the god of chaos. Like that's the range we're talking about here, where it's like it's just unbelievable.
I actually don't know that I've seen that all the way through just because it used to scare me so much as a kid that I don't know that I've ever
Oh,
actually
really?
because
The
I used
Yeah,
to
I
mask is.
always
don't think I've
start
seen
it
it
and
all.
then yeah,
I've
it
always
would
seen just
always
parts of
scare
it.
me so much I
You
would
guys
turn
have
it
never
off.
seen The Mask?
Yeah, I know. I need to watch it just because
We
it
we
it
might just have
scarred
to
me as
make
a
that
child.
next week. I mean, I've seen so many freaking good movies. Just wait till you get to my movies I've seen. But freak, dude, yeah, you haven't seen The Mask? We might have to watch that. But you're right, Cameron. It is terrifying.
So scary, especially watching
It's
as a
when the
kid.
villain gets the mask. He looks terrifying, like the stuff of
Yeah.
nightmares for sure.
And it's the same villain from what's it called? Um Happy Gilmore, right?
No, no, no. It's funny you say that. He kind of
It's not Shooter
reminds me of him a little
McGavin.
bit. No, he's in
Flubber.
Isn't that the same guy? That's a Flubber. Flubber and Shooter McGavin are the same guy, no?
yes, he is. That's the same guy, but not the villain in The Mask.
Really?
Yeah,
Look up
in The
the guy in The
Mask,
Mask.
he
He's in
looks he just looks like the same dude in
I think the guy in The Mask, didn't he play a serial killer? I always think he's a serial killer in one of the movies. Like I always thought he was in Silence of the Lambs. I don't know if he was in that though. He's not that
but
guy, but he's
but when he's wearing the mask, he looks just like the creepy, remember Scarecrow from Batman Begins when he shoots it into Scarecrow's face
He
and then
kind
he
of yeah,
yeah.
sees the guy.
he kind of looks like Val or not Val Kilmer, Killian Murphy a little. He looks like
There's a little I could see the
a little
comparison
bit.
a
It's just
little
because
bit.
of like the piercing eyes and like the little bit of like a skeleton-y look.
He played like a trans
He was
dude.
in Pulp Fiction time. Maybe that's
That's
what
the
I'm
one.
thinking of.
Thank you. I was like, he plays a creep
Zed.
in some
Zed's dead,
movie.
baby.
Yeah, that's the
He's
one.
also in Training Day and The Usual Suspects.
Thank you. Those are the other
Speaking
movies
of
I was
Quentin
thinking
Tarantino, he's coming to Fortnite, Kill Bill. I convinced Ty to play.
of. I know. That's pretty sick, but I don't even know what that means. Or it's in a video game that I don't care about, but that's pretty cool if Kill
You
Bill is a
will.
character in it.
That's
Yeah, you will.
hilarious.
You will be.
You
You
will
will
be. So, yeah, so that's what like I said, I appreciate you sharing. Anyone else have anything else you want to throw about Ace Ventura? And again, one last thing is as far as quotes, like I think collectively in our family, this is probably the most quoted movie by us. I'd probably argue Good Burger or maybe this, but like
Maybe Nacho Libre, just because I feel like Nacho
Libre.
Libre, like people like Cassie and Mom maybe quote it more. Like I just think of the Lord's chips, and I just think every single time the word chips is said, and like how frequent of a word that
Lord's
is, it's
chips.
almost always followed up with the Lord's chips.
And
And also,
he
sometimes
Get
and
that
all,
corn on my face.
see
her.
corn. The problem is corn, chips, and Easter is always followed with a quote.
Yeah,
So like
Easter.
those are some pretty common phrases.
I do say take care now, bye bye then, or even just yeah, alrighty
Alrighty
then,
then.
or loser. Like
And it's funny because he
really
included the
nice.
alrighty then just in between when they were reading the script, they didn't really like some parts of it. So every time when they would like kind of have a break and he would try to be figuring out what he liked next, he would go, alrighty then. And then they just kind of liked like, yeah, that kind of fits like in the pacing of how like he moves and speaks and stuff like that.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. But yeah, this is definitely something that I think the reason it holds up so well and I think is a good and an easy recommend for me is because I think some comedies it's kind of like what's the plot? But I like that this similar to why I think The Nice Guys works so well is because like if you even if you're not super loving, I know Jordan hates The Nice Guys, but even if you're not super
Oh
loving
dear.
the comedy, you can like still appreciate and at least watch essentially like the murder mystery or the detective mystery going on like underneath, which is kind of nice.
Very cool.
But yeah, definitely recommend from me. It's a masterpiece, dare I say.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to have Cameron dress like Cameron. You kind of look like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I have been told that before.
Yeah, you've got his you could be tall, lanky, 6'5". We need to get you dressed as Ace Ventura. I honestly think, yeah, you can do all, you know all the lines. You could do it. Do an impression of Jim Carrey. I have exercised the demons. I love it. It's so good. Well, all right,
His
we end every movie.
house is clean.
Oh my gosh. Let's let's hear what was the what movies have you seen lately and what are you looking forward to, Grant?
Been pretty busy lately. I think the only movie I've seen.
Excuses.
For the week.
Never let your family get in the way of your movie watching, Grant.
Don't let anything stop you. Forget about your friends, forget about
Um,
your family.
Kurt, and
Angie Potter.
he looks like
Unless they
awfully
look awfully
strange.
strange and naked.
Extra crispy, please. Get this punk out of my face.
I'm aware.
Loser.
Thought you said you were Kurt.
Extra crispy, please. That's Jordan's line.
How does $10 sound?
sounds like.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised, Cameron, you didn't say Good Burger was the most quotable because
Yeah, I
I
think it's
feel like
way more.
we quote literally the movie from beginning to end.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Yeah.
it's true. It's true. So it's funny. I realize like
Hard.
Ace Ventura is the most underground, most quoted movie because most of the quotes we don't say to mom and dad, and then because they don't get it or know it,
Yeah.
and then Nacho
Well,
Libre and Good
we quote a
Burger they
lot of
know.
like stand-up comedy too, like a lot of Jim Gaffigan, a lot of Brian
Yeah.
Regan, and um Seinfeld
Yeah.
from
23
his
hours to
stand-up.
kill.
Yeah.
What's the deal with?
The air is on me.
The
Is
equivalent
the
of a
equivalent
bear
of
is on me.
emergency of a bear is on me.
Yeah. So the only movie I've seen was uh 2 days ago. I watched Yesterday with Elise.
Oh,
Perfect
two
movie.
yesterdays ago you watched yesterday?
Exactly.
Yesterday
Yeah.
section?
That movie's I.
That literally I dude, that's like literally a masterpiece.
I
It's like
think
Oh,
you like the
an
masterpiece is a
Beatles.
strong
amazing
word.
I think you
movie.
just like music. Everyone
It's a
likes the
perfect
Beatles.
movie. It's a perfect movie.
It's
It's
not a perfect movie.
rewatchable.
Thank you,
It
Grant.
is a
I love
perfect
it too.
movie.
I
It's
think it's
so
Danny
good.
fine.
Boyle's
I
the
think
I
it's
greatest
I
of
think
all
it
perfectly
time.
serviceable, but it's like
that's the craziest line ever.
it's still it's
Jordan says
better
lines
than
like
like
that and doesn't
Bohemian
even believe in
Rhapsody. I'll
what he
give you that.
says.
It's better than Bohemian Rhapsody. I'll give you that. But as far as like, because like
Bohemian
it's a
Rhapsody was pretty good.
biographical movie, but it's like, oh, but what if the Beatles hadn't existed? I'm like, yeah, that's better than being like, here's a dramatic telling about how the Beatles and one of them got AIDS and how they and coughed into a tissue and coughed up blood, and it's all their fault that someone in their life influenced them to do
You
drugs. They
just
had
said
no
Beatles. You
agency.
mean
Well,
No,
no,
that's
the
what he's saying the
if
Beatles was
if
well
yesterday
done
had done
because it
that.
wasn't them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I was
And
like,
that's
they
why
got
I'll
AIDS.
give it a
What?
pass above
AIDS?
the, yeah, above
AIDS?
the, whatever you
Yeah.
What is
call it,
that
the
from?
drama.
But yeah, it's a really interesting question of like, what
Dan
if
Marino should
old
die of
popular
gonorrhea
music
and
had
rot in
been made
hell.
today? Like, will they just be lost in the sea of like every
Becky.
other
And did
unknown
Coca-Cola
artist, you know?
exist if it wasn't for the Beatles? I don't know. That doesn't track in my mind. It's like
And
the
look,
Days of
they're little
Thunder
Oh yeah.
footballs.
or the Sound of Thunder. It's like if you step on a butterfly, the butterfly effect. It's like if the Beatles hadn't been a band, then there wouldn't
That's a
be
great movie.
Coca-Cola. It's like, I'm sorry, where do you where? Like, is that a known fact? Is it because the Beatles
I
like
just think it's funny.
advertised
It
Coke?
adds like extra world building like on top of it that just makes
But
it
not enough.
funnier.
It's like because that's not the focus. But again, I'm with you, Grant. I'm just like,
I think it's a perfect
it's
movie.
fine. But you're like, it's a perfect
I think
movie. I'm
it's
like,
so
the
good.
music's good.
Yeah, I don't want to yuck your yum.
Yeah, yeah. Keep going.
It is good though. It is good, but
Yeah, it's not a bad
perfect.
movie, but yeah, still
Anyways,
better than the
that's the only
Bohemian
movie I've
Rhapsody.
seen in the past like 2 weeks. So
Better than
Okay,
Rocket
Grant,
Man, better than Michael.
Grant, don't listen to these knuckleheads.
I have the Dark Knight Returns as the perfect movie. So you know, to each their own.
And that's not even in my top 100.
No, the Dark Knight Returns Nugget, the
Uh,
anime one.
oh, well, neither Dark
Yeah,
Knight
you were
or Dark
thinking
Knight
Dark Knight
Returns.
Rises.
Wait,
No,
Dark
Dark
Knight
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 is
is not
not
in
in
your
my top
100
100.
even?
No, yeah, because Jordan is one of those things where he's like, you guys have it in your top 100, so I don't need to have it in mine. It's
That's not why I do it. I don't give a crap. If I like it, I'm gonna put it in my top 100. The Batman Begins is way better.
it's comical.
oh yeah, and
Don't make me laugh.
Elise's brother had watched Dark Knight for the first time and he didn't like it. He's like it was like built up too much for him that he
Dude, there's
I
like
would
no
love
amount
it
of
if after
expectation.
watching, he's like, "Why is the Joker so weird? This is like so dark." You're like,
uh
okay, yeah.
Yeah, see, the
I
only people
think,
that are allowed to
yeah.
not like Dark Knight are people like Mom, where she's like, it's really dark. I'm like, that's the point.
Why isn't it not the bright night?
That's the
Why can't he
point,
be the
Jan. Get it?
flamboyant
the
night?
White Knight.
Why can't he be the friendly night?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, this isn't
The
exactly.
happy night?
This isn't one of your little Christmas Hallmark shows, Mom.
Exactly. That's holy night, and she watched Dark Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, accidentally clicked on Dark Knight. Ah.
And she just kept waiting for the romance to pick up, and then Rachel gets blown up.
Still,
She's like, "Oh my goodness."
the only thing that the only thing that almost keeps that movie from being perfect is just I can't not laugh every time Two-Face doesn't recognize Joker until he takes off the mask. Oh my God. What nurse did you think was working on you with green hair?
Hey, he doesn't judge, man. She
Yeah,
just had
he's
a
just like,
lot of makeup on.
yeah, he's like, oh, this should
Looks
actually
like
be
Gladys from
look.
Weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Literally, just a monster working on him, and he's just
A
like, oh, I'm gonna
monster.
judge. And in the moment, takes a forever make me laugh. But anything you're looking forward to, Grant? Like,
Matt.
especially in theaters?
Theaters are so hard to get to, so I just have to do like
There's so many good
either
movies in them though.
repeats or like
Or
movies.
wait for Jordan to buy stuff, right, Grant?
Yeah, pretty much. Because like my watch list right now, um, well, I'm waiting for Stranger Things to finish New Year's Eve just so I can binge the last season. But I want to rewatch Oddity, the horror movie. I want to um there's a
You
ton
haven't
of
seen
horror movies I want
Oddity?
to see.
Have you not seen
No, I've
Oddity
seen
yet?
it. I want to
Oh,
rewatch it.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I loved it.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
Um, I want to rewatch Iron Claw with Elise. I think she would like it's really heavy, but
It's heavy, but it's
Yeah,
good.
just
I
prepare
do
her.
want to watch it with her.
Dude,
I'll,
Yeah.
I've
I've
I
never
want to
cried
captivated
rewatch
every time I
Dunkirk. I
see
haven't
I
seen that in
see him
forever.
and his little whitey tighties, man. Freaking doing push-ups in the morning. It's freaking He-Man.
Dude, no,
Nuts.
the scene that gets me that's like so intense too is when he's just going like bouncing off the like the things like
Oh
when he's
yeah,
like
Oh, the
training
the
them.
ropes,
ring.
yeah.
Yeah, you could just
Yeah.
feel him like ready to explode, and you're like,
Yeah, lots of horror movies I want to rewatch. Yeah. Also,
Grant,
I want to watch
there's too many
Frankenstein. Ty said that was good.
there's too many movies you haven't seen. You can't be rewatching. It's not allowed.
I know. Yeah, Ty
I
said Frankenstein's good, so I want
I
to watch
actually
it.
am
It's
interested in
good.
Frankenstein because I like Oscar Isaac and I'm interested to see Jacob Elordi in a role like that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good. So what was our last movie? Was it Me Before You, or did we not do that one?
We didn't end up doing that one, I don't think.
What was the movie before that?
It was
The last podcast?
we did Red. No,
No. I don't think we've ever reviewed Red.
maybe it was the one. It was whatever you guys watched after the Batman: The Long Halloween, because that was the last episode I was on.
How
I
bad
don't
is it that I'm
remember.
literally having to pull it up here? I'll pull it up. Like, dear listeners, what did we review?
The Companion, which is
The
the movie I watched
Companion.
with my wife
Yes,
tonight.
Oh, that's right.
The Companion. That was good. Okay, I was just like, we're missing a movie here. Okay, so then yeah, I would have reviewed that and then talked about all the way up to Me Before You or Death of a Unicorn. Okay, good. We're good. I just wanted to make sure where I was. Grant, anything you're looking forward to other than that?
No.
Awesome. Jordan, oh, do we lose Jordan or is he there?
I think he's gone.
He's a goner. All right. Cameron, why
Hi.
don't you start us off? Or I
There
can
you go,
go.
because I got a billion.
Oh, okay. I have a few actually, believe it or not. I had two movies in the theater this week.
Oh,
What?
proud of you.
What? I know, I'm proud of
I
myself.
work till 9, but I have time to go to the theater.
Kid
I'm
Schmitz.
working all the time. I'm hardly working, right? Yeah, I'm hard at work or hardly working. So yeah, after Me Before You, which I don't know if I mentioned that, and Death of a Unicorn, I know I talked about here. So then I watched The Long Walk. It's the Stephen King book where the kids go for a long walk. It's not Stand By Me though.
Really?
It's charming. They go for a walk. The Long Walk is like a dystopian future. Kind of plays out like the Hunger Games. I don't need to spoil anything, but the movie's pretty straightforward. The trailer gives everything away.
I saw that in some theaters they replaced it with like treadmills to that you could walk like with the people or whatever. And I was like, I think you're targeting the wrong demographic.
Yeah, yeah. Not gonna lie, I was like,
That's
Couch
funny.
potatoes aren't exactly known to be walking
yeah.
on
It's
treadmills the
like,
entire time.
I,
And,
like,
and
I
unless
wanted
it's
to see other
Timeline
people
or
being
Mission
miserable.
Impossible, Ty will not be running to it.
Yeah, like, yeah. Well, and there's not enough pulse pounding action. It's definitely a stroll. Like, it's a leisurely stroll. The movie doesn't feel like I don't know. They should have done more maze running. See, they should have learned that it's more exciting to watch people run than it is to watch them walk. So, yeah, the movie's just one long stroll, and Mark Hamill plays the sergeant, and I just think he was miscast. And I like Mark Hamill, you know, voice of Joker and Luke Skywalker, but I just feel like he was miscast in this one. But it had the alien Andromedus guy from Alien Romulus, the most recent Alien movie, the guy that has his
We're talking
eyes
about the
black in
CGI
his
guy.
head. The black
No, yeah, I know.
dude that has white
The
milk
black kid
blood.
who's the android. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was fine in that, but I like him as an actor. But and he did good in this. He was like the best part of that. And the kid from Licorice Pizza. That's all I know
No
about.
face huggers though.
No facehuggers in the long
And
walk, yeah. And then I watched Playdate, which I love. So Kevin James, the trailer looked kind of funny. The trailer got me because I was like, oh, it's got Kevin James
Ty, I
and
thought we
Alan
were
Richson, who I
not
like
doing
from
trailers.
what's that?
Thought we were
Yeah, I
not doing
don't watch
trailers.
trailers, but I'm saying the trailer came up and it was like it had the
And my
it
The
had
eyes were
trailer
just
of the
watching
trailer.
it.
Yeah,
Alan Richson.
it's because trailers have trailers before the trailer. It's like, hey, this is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it's going to be about, and it's like,
yes.
what is the purpose of the trailer then?
So like Kevin James and Alan Richson, who I think is really funny, and I think he's great in like his action roles as Jack Reacher and on
Yeah,
Gentleman Warfare or whatever. I think he's a cool actor, right? He's cool in real life too. Like he's like devoutly
he's
Christian.
so
He
good at
reminds me of Chris
demonstrating
Pratt, just a
warfare.
beefier version of Chris Pratt. But anyway, he the movie was just lazily edited, and like if I'm noticing the editing, because like I'm a freak and I watch movies and but like I was literally like, oh, they reshot, like I could literally tell. It's like, well, they probably had to insert, they had to ADR that, they had like it was just kind of lazily made, and there were some funny concepts that just didn't do anything with it, so I was kind of disappointed. But I have to give it props because the ending is probably one of the most batshit insane endings I've ever seen to a movie that completely undermines the entire movie. So I'm like, I guess I give it
What movie is
kudos, but
this?
I'm also like, did they mean to end it that way? Like,
Kevin James movie called what's it called, Ty?
it's called Playdate. It's got pretty panned, but again, it just looked funny, and I was like, because comedies are never
I don't know
ranked
that I've
really
seen
good.
anything with Kevin James this
But
decade.
think again. Yeah, dude, I didn't know he's still
Been
making
a
movies,
while.
but then when you watch him, you're like, he's not doing much. He's just there, collects a paycheck. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, Playdate was just totally fine. But I got to give it to Alan Richardson. He's very funny and he's charismatic. And that song "In the Rhythm of the Night" playing while they're like dancing in the car was just very funny. Like it reminded me of like Rush Hour, like just like an iconic, like that's a great scene in a movie that's otherwise wasted. Alan Richardson and Kevin James. Who I know can be funny, but my goodness, Kevin James, what is he? He's like 60 something years old and he's 300 pounds. Like, we're not going to have Kevin James much longer unless he can get his weight under control. And I'm speaking as a fellow fat person, so I just care about you, Kevin. Like, do what John Goodman does and starve yourself or Ozempic or something. Come on. Mash up some more babies and get some more adrenochrome or something. We're losing all our stars, folks. But yeah, like Jordan said, the AI wave is coming where we can immortalize our favorite actors and make any movie we want. So maybe soon I'll make movies that weren't all that good and then change what I didn't like about it and make more
Yeah,
appealing
I
movies.
can't wait to replace Rachel in The Dark Knight with actually.
Bro,
Yeah,
I just realized the purpose. Like
Rachel.
we need to find like the IMDb's like top worst movies and use AI to make the movies better or worse, depending on how you look at it. Like take failed movies and then make them interesting. Like that sounds really awesome.
M- Make Sharknado actually watchable.
No, that movie's a masterpiece. You need to do something like I almost said The Room, but that's an amazing movie. We need to do movies like or just like suck that are disinteresting or
Like The
that have
Gate.
like The Game.
The Gate.
Oh, The Gate. What's The Gate?
It's the one with the like they open the gateway to hell or whatever, and it's the kid and his like parents
Oh, that's
sitting
right.
or
Is that The
whatever.
Hole though? They should have called
Yeah.
it The Hole, right? But it's called The Gate.
Oh,
The
See,
Hole was
it's like
taken. Joe Dante already made one called The Hole.
yeah, right. But that's the thing. Oh no, but wait. Oh, The Gate's a different one though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. It is
The
funny you say that. They
backyard
both had a
just
hole in the
They
film.
both
Yeah.
had the whole, yeah. I think I don't know what's different. It's this is the Mandela effect where I'm like, is there a movie starring Sinbad where he's a genie that grants wishes? But I just think I don't get why everyone gets a pass. Everyone just thinks that Sinbad and Shaquille O'Neal are the same person. I don't know. No, because
The
everyone's
sick
convinced that
world
they
we live
watched
in.
a movie
Sick
starring
people.
Sinbad about a genie that grants wishes, but there is a movie called Shazam, or is it
Yeah,
Kazam? It's Kazam
Kazam with Shaq.
with Shaquille O'Neal, who's a genie that grants wishes. I'm like, I think people just don't want to admit
Watching a
that they're
scary
racist. Like, it's a
movie.
Mandela effect.
Watching
It's not because I
Kazam.
think all black people look
That's not a
alike.
scary movie. You haven't seen Shaq act.
He can't act. That's what's so great about it. He can't act. And he's this genie that
He
grants
had a
wishes.
great performance in Good Burger. Are you kidding me?
Great. I
I
thought
asked
Good.
that was
I asked for
Michael
tomatoes.
Jackson. Or not Michael Jackson, Michael
Michael
Jordan.
Jordan. I asked for tomatoes.
Consider yourself
He's
tomatoed.
tomatoed. You're not like normal people, are you? No. Oh shoot. Anyway, so yeah, uh, Playdate was just whatever. And then I watched The Running Man, and the more I've thought about it, I'm kind of disappointed in it. Like I watched it,
How much worse than the OG?
then OD.
Than the OG?
OG
Oh no,
Arnold
like
Schwarzenegger.
yeah, the Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just watch the
Well,
Arnold
I was
Schwarzenegger
just
one
saying how
again.
much worse. Like, cause is it like at least something where it's like if you enjoyed? Because I enjoyed the original's
I'll
whole.
say I
Yeah,
enjoyed it, but it feels very surface level because like it didn't do enough for me. And like this is Edgar mother freaking Wright, dude. He's like one of my favorite directors, dude. This is the guy that made Shaun of the Dead and made Baby Driver. Like, and I don't know if he just phoned it in or they needed
I
a
love how you
director.
mentioned Baby Driver. There's so many other good movies he made. Why do you
his
mention that
Fence
The
one?
Cornetto
movie.
trilogy, Baby Driver, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Yeah, that Edgar Wright. What do you mean other movies?
No, I'm just surprised you mentioned that one. You're like, this is the guy that made this. It's like, oh,
Well,
well, let's
so
mention his other
this
good
movie
ones.
feel like if it was more like Baby Driver, this movie would have been really interesting. The movie was just kind of bland, but I still gave it 4 stars because I'm like, I would watch it again, but I am disappointed because the movie feels like a wasted opportunity. Like you have good source material, interesting like matter. They even like surface level scratched on a few things where it's like, what is even real anymore? The
You
reality
know
of
what?
it.
You know what his first mistake was? Is putting on the poster the guy that made Baby Driver. Sucker Cameron.
Baby Driver's a great movie. Do you not like Baby Driver or what?
No, Jordan's like it's like a 2.5 hour
Wow.
music video.
Which it makes it so freaking fun to watch. I don't understand what's wrong with you, Jordan.
Baby, baby.
What the freak?
See, he
Do
just
you
finds
not
the
like the
randomest
idea that the
nitpick.
character's
He'll
name is
find a
Baby?
randomest nitpick and be like, "Yep, 1 star."
It's
Jordan, you
just
need to go back
Oh,
and
Scarlett
watch.
Johansson does the voice? Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Jordan is what you could call retarded.
Like he likes the
Retarded
movie
means
before,
slow.
then he finds out
Yeah,
retarded
after
yeah.
means
He
that
he
slow.
he's
didn't
like
he didn't like the first
star
half.
down.
He didn't like the first half of Jojo Rabbit where Scarlett Johansson was still alive.
Yeah, or him being like, "Oh, hers voiced by Scarlett Johansson." I don't know that I
Yeah.
like that anymore.
B had it coming. So
Oh,
so wait, I'm confused real quick. You didn't like Baby Driver. That's crazy to
No,
me.
it
I
was
didn't.
fine. It was a one-time watch. It's just like, but you guys talk about it like it's like I could
One
watch it
time
all the
watch. What's
time.
wrong with
It's
it's like
so
it
it's
good,
is a
pure
dude.
cinema.
masterpiece, dude.
It's fine. It's just
It's
fine.
literally editing and choreography to the
Although it's
music of
hard
the
because that
no,
the movie's pretty much like PG-13. It's pretty calm, and then every single time I show it to a group, everyone's always traumatized by Jamie
Michael
Foxx's
J.
death.
Fox. Oh yeah, Jamie Foxx. Yeah.
Everyone's
Freaking
always like,
rods to the
"Oh,
face.
oh." No, he gets in the chest,
Uh,
but he's like, "Ugh." And everyone's like, "Oh my gosh!" And you're
I
That's
like,
remember
because
Elise was traumatized by that
they
part.
haven't seen
Dude,
The Descent where
and
the
then a
poles
lot
come
of
through the
people aren't
face.
expecting Kevin
or
Spacey
they
to
haven't
show
seen
up.
Final Destination,
It's
and
like,
it
oh, I'm sorry, I
shows.
forgot he's in this movie. Trigger warning.
Yeah,
I love it. Oh, dang it. Anyway, so yeah, anyway, Running Man was
bummer. Because the first
yeah,
one's
like
really fun.
you know what it
But
Dude,
needed?
Ty,
I just think Arn Arnold belongs in every single dystopian movie.
Yeah. Well,
He
and
is
he
he
makes a
is not a
small
real human.
cameo. He's like on the money, but that's it. Like they Arnold Schwarzenegger is still a working actor. You couldn't bring him back for this movie, but then again, maybe he didn't want to be attached to it or something. But I'm like he literally shows up on the money. Like I guess he was the president
Hmm.
like of some currency, but I was like, that's it. That's your
Plus
homage
his
to Arnold.
his chemistry with the chick in the first one is just excellent.
And Ty, you got to remember too, Edgar Wright didn't make my top 10 directors. I'm not as obsessed with him as you guys are. You and Cameron like
Hmm.
worship the
Yeah,
guy. I think
Jordan
he's
wants
alright.
Hot
like
Fuzz is a perfect
professionals
movie.
like
Will you
Danny
agree with me
Boyle.
on that?
Hot Fuzz sure is a great, yeah. I'd say it's a perfect comedy. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You didn't say perfect
He's no
movie.
Danny
You put
Boyle,
a,
Remember,
right,
a
remember,
Jordan?
caveat that it's
you have to have
perfect.
3 films. He only has one in my S tier.
Wait,
You have
wait.
to have.
What
Remember, we
three?
talked about there needs to be 3 S tier films for you to be a director to be in
Yeah,
your
you got
top.
Shaun of the Dead.
No,
What? No?
As a
What?
it's
zombie
not
fan, that's
not
crazy.
That is
anymore.
crazy.
When you've watched it too many, I've seen it too many times.
So you're like bored with it
It's
now
so
because you've seen
good.
it
Yeah,
too many times that it's
I'm
no longer
bored
an
with
S
it
tier.
now.
You've seen the movie too many times, so you can't possibly like it.
Just I've grown
How
up.
many other movies have you seen too many times that you're sick of it?
I'm just I've moved on to greener pastures. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my word. Good heavens, folks. Well, anyway, this is insane. You're blowing my mind. Anyway, what I
My
will
favorite
say
is just
though,
getting a
for a
text from
director like
Jordan like
Edgar
every couple
Wright,
of weeks saying, "I just watched this movie and you're crazy. This isn't my top 100," or "You put this in your top 100. It's trash."
one thing I think would have been fun, Paul Verhoeven that did like Starship Troopers. There's
Who was
moments like
watching
that
that
in this
the
movie
past
that
week? I saw somebody was watching that.
oh,
Was that
I
somebody
didn't watch
here?
it, but Paul Verhoeven like he does these like satirical takes and Edgar Wright has it and it's perfect subject material for this movie. Literally is like it's like the RoboCop, I buy that for $1. Like literally Arnold Schwarzenegger's like I hope you're hungry because when I find you I'm gonna jam my fist down your throat and rip out your gosh dang spine. That wasn't found anywhere in here. There was none of that. Like and I think Glenn Powell's cool enough. I think like I saw his Hot Ones interview. I think he's a down to earth guy and he's very humble and he's honored and that's actually part of the reason why I wanted to go see this movie and support him because I'm like I like Edgar Wright, I like Glenn Powell. I want to support these movies getting made, but then I'm like it is just a phoned in remake of a
Oh,
movie
Glenn
that's
Powell, you're
like
talking about the guy that's
perfect.
in The Dark Knight Rises?
Anyway, so I probably gave it a higher rating than I even should have, and I'm just airing it now
He's a
out here on your
stockbroker that
podcast.
Bane smashes his head, Grant.
So like I probably would
Oh,
say save
really?
your money, but like it's a
There's
perfectly
not even any
serviceable
money here.
movie.
Then why are
Like
you here?
like you, I'll be honest, I think
Oh,
The
that's
Creator
funny.
is a better sci-fi movie and that touches on themes that I find more interesting in sci-fi. But what a wasted opportunity because like again, this is Running Man here. There's like a good source material. Stephen King book, you have like such a funny premise where it's like a game show. Like literally we have this. Like as soon as they legalize Mr. Beast or he buys the government, for $1 million, I'm gonna buy the United States government. That's my impression of Mr. Beast. And everybody tune in. We're gonna have the Geneva Convention, and
Yes.
the winner is gonna be.
I think he will bring back gladiators. Like
Yeah, he's like nearly there. He's like, how much can I legally get away with?
he's literally waiting until the laws can get changed and he can just let people kill each
He's
other.
waiting till he has enough views on YouTube where he doesn't have to obey laws anymore, but still not get demonetized. Yeah, so anyway, it's a shame because like if it had more moments like that where it was just it could have been fun. The movie just wasn't enough fun and or it wasn't serious enough and it wasn't exciting enough. So it just like kind of just was mid and I'm like it's Running Man and the movie's like a slow pace. That's should have been high octane, should have been freaking
Jogging
Baby
Man.
Driver, could have been so exciting. Quick edits, everyone trying to kill you. It literally is like such an exciting premise, and somehow you made it make it mid movie. I don't know what happened. Like, I hope they study what happened because in the end I was disappointed. And then I watched a masterpiece. I watched Frankenstein, directed by Guillermo del Toro. Dude, this guy was made to make monster creature features.
Stairs.
Watch
Why haven't
Frankenstein.
Pan's
you watched Shape of
Labyrinth.
Water, Nugget? Watch it.
Uh,
I will someday. I just don't really care about Banging Nemo. So Frankenstein was an amazing,
Banging
amazing
Nemo.
movie.
Whatever.
So good.
Jordan, that's the
Frankenstein is
same
so
guy who
good.
made Pan's Labyrinth, right?
Yes. Yeah, he's the monster guy. So yeah, that's okay. You don't have to like that movie. I don't care much for
It's just
Pan's
because of the
Labyrinth, like I
practical
said.
effects. It just hurts my soul. And the dude with the eye hands will never not be seared in my mind.
Terrifying. Oh my
It's so
gosh.
good though, yeah.
Have you watched Pan's Labyrinth, Grant?
Don't, Grant.
Oh,
It's
that's
Grant,
so
another horror
good.
movie. Yeah. It's definitely spooky.
It's good.
It's
Grant,
got some eerie
You think
moments.
Beetlejuice and movies like that are scarring
I still haven't seen Beetlejuice.
and Peaches, James and
Oh,
the
that's
Giant
crazy.
Peach? You think those movies
Dude,
are
Grant
scarring?
hasn't seen The Mask or Beetlejuice. What are we doing with a movie podcast? We are not qualified to talk about movies on here, guys. Jeez
Still haven't seen
Louise.
Godfather either. Have no desire
Oh
to.
my
It's
gosh.
okay. I think Godfather
I still haven't watched
No,
part
don't
two.
say it, Jordan. We're all gonna
Godfather's
watch Godfather.
boring.
Next time we get
It's so
together for Christmas
boring.
break or summer, we're gonna watch Godfather. We're gonna watch the
So
scene
I'm
where
about
Al
to
boring.
Pacino's
educate
in the
Grant.
restaurant. It is so fetching good. Some of
No,
the
I'm going to
best
educate Grant
storytelling.
over Christmas
It's gonna
break, and
educate me
we're
on
watching Avatar.
Avatar. Yes,
No, wait. Oh, wait. Which Avatar?
The cartoon.
The show?
the cartoon
That's
show.
okay. That's a good one. I thought he was like, I thought you were making a
M
push
Night
for James Cameron's
Shyamalan.
Avatar.
We're Yeah, we're doing the M Night Shyamalan, and also we're going to watch both the Blue People movies on rewind.
Back to back.
Yeah, the cinematic masterpiece that
Yeah,
is
just in case you're
The
needing
M.
to
Night
fall asleep,
Shyamalan's
just throw on
Avatar.
Avatar.
All right, so Frankenstein's freaking dope. Like you need to watch it. I put a funny joke in my review. Don't I mean it won't spoil it, but yeah, you guys go watch the movie because it's good. It's on Netflix right now, which none of us have a Netflix account because we all canceled it after the Cuties debacle, and then we all canceled it after we saw how they were, you know, transing our kids, and
The
then
only thing that could
somehow
ever make
we
me
still have a
cancel is when
Netflix
I occasionally
account.
get that alert that's like, this doesn't look like your home device. And I'm like,
Dude, we're getting that now. We were
down
literally signed
building.
in, and now not anymore, and it's
Yeah, and
so
now it's literally like,
annoying.
it's like, oh, this doesn't look like the home device. And I'm like, I'm gonna find your facility and burn it to the ground. It's
I
like,
know because they're
Dude,
already
Netflix is
charging us way
cracking.
more so we can have more
yes.
people watching it. And then they're like,
And
Uh,
literally, we're already you have to pay not only to just get it, but then it's like, oh,
I
you
love
want
how
to
we're
watch
saying
Netflix?
we
It's
have
like,
to
I
pay.
don't want to
It's
watch
just mom and
Netflix.
dad
Yeah, yeah.
paying.
Cameron's like, I don't pay anything.
And it's like I don't want to watch Netflix with ads, so let me pay for the even higher subscription. It's like, what is going on?
Dude,
It's
what's
because
so
they know they
funny?
can get away with it.
Illegal streaming services are actually coming back and are higher than ever. People used
I've
to
heard
stream
about
and
that
pirate
I'm not
movies.
pirating.
surprised.
Streaming
Yeah.
did away with them, but the promise that you could watch anything on demand with no ads for a reasonable cost. But now, some of your favorite shows, like, I mean, The Office is nowhere on any streaming except Peacock. Who the heck has Peacock? And then, like, you
Yeah, and
can't
then
even watch the show
if you
anymore
get
without
Peacock
ads.
from a friend, there's like a 9 minute
Piracy's on the rise, dude.
ad pause, and you're like,
Piracy is on the rise, which is just so crazy. But anyway, so if you do have a Netflix
yeah,
account
there's pirates
and it
everywhere.
says that you're it's a home device, if you can fake out Netflix and watch Frankenstein, highly
I don't
recommend
know
it.
if I
It's
need
really
to
good.
create like a VPN for my home or what I need
And
to
it
do to
feels like such a
convince it that I'm
fall.
at
It
mom and
feels like
dad's
such a
house.
fall or Christmas movie too. So definitely watch Frankenstein. It's good. Um, and dude, like everything I know about Frankenstein is from Frankenthumb, Dr.
Frankenweenie,
Frankenstein, or Young Frankenstein, and like one other parody, like
Frankenweenie,
the Munsters. Like I don't know the Frankenstein story. Like everyone knows
Frankenweenie.
the you create life, you inject it with lightning, and he's sewn up from other dead bodies, and then he goes
And don't forget,
crazy.
it's Frankenstein's monster. It's Dr. Frankenstein is the main guy.
Right. Yeah.
I just saw
I
so
know.
many
It's
things where
his
it's like
creation.
me
Come
trying to
on.
fight the urge to not tell people that Frankenstein isn't the monster.
Right, right. Which, yeah, it is funny that like if you say Frankenstein, people assume the
Yeah.
green
Is
man
the
with the
monster, yeah.
coils in his neck. Yeah, yeah. It is funny that we equate that. But anyway, the this is really interesting to watch the story that's more it's more closely follows the novel. And
Hmm.
I'm like, wow, like this is a great story. I don't know why it hasn't been done this well
Is it going to
before.
be like
Like
the one movie that what was the vampire movie or whatever that we watched together, Jordan?
Dracula,
No.
Fright
With
Night,
it's the one with the girl who's possessed or whatever, and then and like the super old vampire that she has sex with. What is that?
Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman.
no idea what you're talking about.
So the
Sorry.
one that we watched in
Oh,
theaters, that there's like
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
Nosferatu.
Oh, that one.
It's
God,
it's definitely better than Nosferatu in my opinion. I liked this movie
heavens.
more than Nosferatu, but I might be hyping it too much. But like
People
either way,
people trying to
I was still
people trying to
surprised at
brainwash
the
me into
story
believing
that
that
I
that
thought.
movie's good
Yeah,
is the
I
same
just
people
thought.
that try to brainwash me that Green Knight is
Green
good.
Knight.
Yeah,
Nice try.
yeah,
Your brainwashing will not work on me.
yeah. No, I was surprised at how much I liked the story and how much it felt fresh. Like this story's been around for like over hundreds of years, and I'm like, oh, this felt fresh and
He
new.
did
But
he
I'm
did
just like,
Pinocchio. Did you watch that one, Ty, on
I
Netflix? He
didn't
did
see that one
Pinocchio.
yet.
I haven't
The
watched it either.
It
You mean
looks
the
good
child
though.
movie that's borderline a horror movie that should be rated
Well,
R?
not the Disney one. Guillermo del Toro did a
He did
Pinocchio
a
version
Pinocchio
that got
version.
I'm sure
looked
it's
really
probably even
interesting.
scarier.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay, speaking of scarier, I then watched The Black Phone 2, which was really fun.
Don't spoil. I want to watch that. I'm excited.
Okay, is
I
I
haven't seen
liked
the
it.
first one. Are they worth it?
Yeah.
The first, have you not seen the first one, Grant? Oh, bro, you're gonna love the first one. I
That's
like the
I
second
was
one.
curious.
The
Is the
second
first
one's
one
not as
too
good as the first
paranormal
one,
for
but the
me?
second one's good.
I know you guys are gonna say I can never
Is it
tell.
just serial killer or is it like horror?
No, won't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Grant, go in blind. I went in blind to the movie theaters, loved it. Just go in blind.
Wait, you haven't seen it, Cameron?
But it is a horror movie, and you
No, I
are
haven't
gonna
seen
like
Black
it,
Phone.
Grant. If
But
you're on a
that's
horror movie
I was
kick,
curious. Well,
The
Grant,
Black Phone.
put your
So
volume
it's
on mute real
Stephen
quick
King's
because I
son
think.
wrote the book, or directed the movie. What is it? He wrote the book. Stephen
Okay.
King's son wrote the book, The
Well,
Black
just
Phone.
really quick. So, because I know it's like the ghosts of the people of the past victims try to come back to help him. Is it like super paranormal? Because I know you guys are gonna say, "Oh, I don't really know if it's
Have
too
you
much."
seen The Sixth Sense, Cameron, or not? Will you not
Yeah.
watch that?
Hmm.
It's
It's like
not
that.
scarier than The Sixth Sense. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Because
it's like
he can
that.
speak to
Yeah. But
the
don't
dead
spoil anything.
kids.
No, no, shh, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I
Gordon,
already said.
stop it.
Okay.
But yeah, if that's too much for you, then don't. But then again, there's no witches, so you're safe,
I
Cameron.
will say that the scene in the attic in Sixth Sense was freaky as shit, and I watched that
Oh
as like
yeah,
a
dude.
21-year-old. I was like, "What the fudge is
Oh, it's
going on?"
I was
still
just gonna say
freaky
though, don't
even
worry,
after
Cameron.
rewatching it.
There's no witch from weapons in it, so you're gonna be all right. Black Phone 2 was good. So watch Black Phone 2. I watched one for sure,
Eh.
Grant. And then I liked Black Phone 2. It was good. And then I watched the Holy Polies. I hope that's not sacrilegious. I think that's the name for the temples. Okay. Back in the day, the Holy Polies. I watched Begonia,
Don't spoil
which
that one either. I like Yorgos Lanthimos.
yeah. Is
He's
he
a
the one that did
freak.
Triangle of Sadness or not? I
No,
always think he's the guy that
that's
did
that's oh my gosh, I can't say their
Cosmicos.
names.
No, what's his name?
No, I can't think of his name. But Yorgos Lanthimos, he did the Lobster.
The Lobster, that's the one. Yeah, he did
Let's
weird movies, but
go.
this one,
The black and white one?
no,
No,
well, wait,
Well,
the
that
the
lot.
one
one,
with
yeah, yeah, the with the girl, she's like Frankenstein. What one was that? What's that called?
oh, the Poor Things,
Poor Little Things
Poor Little Things.
or something like that.
No,
Yeah,
Grant.
this
No,
movie I
lobster is
liked. I
not black
liked
and white,
Begonia.
Grant. The lobster is the one where it's like they pick your. You have to
They pick your partner.
whatever, and
It's
then if you
Colin
don't,
Farrell who plays
oh,
Penguin. He's at a resort and he has to find a partner before he goes into the afterlife. And then like you have to choose the animal that you're gonna be. If you don't find your partner, you get turned into an animal for like the rest of your life or something. Or you become the animal with your partner. What's the rules again?
No,
Like,
you just
Riley?
they turn you into an animal.
And then they hunt you at night or something. I can't
you
remember. It's a
can't
weird
Well,
remember.
they
movie.
hunt the people that
Dude,
are
we need to watch The
singles.
Lobster again.
If
What the
if
freak was that
if
movie?
you're single, Ty, then they hunt you down.
Yeah,
They
but then he's like, I have to have everything in common, so I'm gonna gouge my eyes out with the scissors. Like, what the freak is this
oh,
movie, dude?
spoilers.
It's insane. Have you not seen The Lobster, Grant?
I don't think so. It doesn't sound
It's really
familiar.
good.
It's
The
good,
only
but
way he
it's
would have watched it
weird.
is if he watched it with me, and I think I watched that alone. I can't
Because I
remember.
feel like I remember seeing you like watch it or something.
Yeah,
Or
Ty's watching it. Grant's in the background just watching Ty watch it.
I remember seeing
no,
you
not
watch it.
Ty,
I didn't watch the
Cameron.
movie, but I
I
just
think
Cameron.
watched your
I
reaction.
think Grant might have walked in a couple parts, but yeah, it's one of those movies that it's like a memento trying to
Yeah,
explain. It's like what's going
yeah.
on? It's
Try
like, oh well, he's like
even me
dating.
just trying to recount what I saw. It's hard. Like I don't
Yes.
even know what I saw, dude.
It's like Bo is afraid, and they're like, "What is this movie?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, like you die if you have sex with him, but it ends up he actually kills him." And it's like, "What am I?"
So yeah, Begonia. I won't spoil it, but it's great.
Yeah,
You guys
no
should buy
spoilers.
a ticket for it. Go see it in the theater. It's good.
No spoilers.
Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone. It's awesome. And then whatever his acting, the director, he's I like this one narratively more than what was the other one? I didn't see Poor Little Things, but I
Bro,
heard all about it and I was like, eh, not my type.
Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of a weird concept.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like Loki grooming? Wasn't it about like him falling in love with like a
Yeah, he like just created this, has like a mind of a child, but it's Emma
yeah.
Stone, and it's like, well,
he doesn't do anything with her. It's not actually that. It she
what
runs
do you mean?
away and
The whole movie's about sex and everything.
yeah, but not with him, weirdo.
But isn't she like yeah, I guess whatever.
No, she runs away and then like
She has sex with other
anyways,
men, Cameron. It's not that weird.
yeah, it's other guys, not her master.
So yeah, watch
She better
Frankenstein.
be using Jimmy's.
Much better movie than Poor Little Things. Anyway, and then Begonia, much better movie than Poor Little Things. And I'd probably give it, I don't know, I enjoyed Frankenstein and Begonia almost the same. I give them both like 4.5 stars of 5. So, and again, I give 4 stars to everything. 4.5 stars is reserved for movies that I'm like, I'll rewatch them and I might give them a perfect score later. Because I don't know how to rank movies. I'm always like, three means it was mid. But I guess 2.5 would be mid, but it's like 50% means I dislike it, right? So that's why like a lot of movies have 3 stars on
I
them.
disagree.
Well, I think the problem with it is like we're still used to the grading system of like a failing grade's like a
Yes.
60%.
See,
So
Good
like
point.
our minds are like, oh, like six is like horrible. It's
Yeah, but
like,
like if you ask me like, do you want to
uh,
watch a movie? I'm like, any movie that has 3 stars and under, I don't want to watch again. Or immediately, I'd be like, let's watch any other 4 or 4.5 or 5 star movie.
My favorite part of Ty's review of Frankenstein is accurately depicts being raised by a stepfather.
Don't spoil it. It's so funny, dude.
That's
My
hilarious.
reviews are amazing, guys. If you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But watch Frankenstein. It's so good.
that's funny.
Yeah, it doesn't spoil anything, but yeah, just wait till you watch it. You're like, oh
Why
my
don't you
gosh.
love me?
No, just wait till you watch it
And
because
then
I have so many jokes I wanted to tell you
well
about it that
and
are
my
for
buddy
memes.
my buddy watched it from work and he said his review was men will literally find their creator and ask him for a girlfriend before they will try and work on themselves and find one.
That's so good, dude. I'm telling you, watch Frankenstein so we can talk about it because I
That's
do want to
funny.
talk because there's so many good, funny
I
memes that
didn't
I
realize it
literally
was on
thought of.
Netflix. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, Frankenstein's great. It's a
I
good,
love Guillermo.
and it's not like I don't know, like it was a little spooky, but Maddie and I watched it and we enjoyed it. Like Maddie doesn't like horror, so it's like more of a monster movie. It's I know that's kind of surprising. It's called Frankenstein. It's more of a monster movie, so but it's good. It's really good. Um, well, freak, dude, that's everything I've seen. So let's get to Cameron. But I can't believe there's so many good movies I've seen. I can't talk about any of them because you guys don't go to the movies like I do. You guys are
No
big
money.
big ballers. Don't have the money. Can't afford
No
to.
monies.
The
Ty's
secret
list
is
is
I have a
Have the
friend that bought me
time.
a ticket to see Begonia, so that worked out really well.
Ty's list is chump change. So let me show you what a real
All right,
list.
let's hear some mess. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
Well,
have rich friends, Ty, that buy
yeah,
movies.
exactly. All
I
my
should
friends are poor
clarify, I
college
bought the
students.
tickets last time to go see the movie, and then it was his turn to pay. So yeah, there's that.
Um, well, so I am on
Every
the
time is his
I'm
turn to
on
pay.
we've been grinding Dexter and we're on the last season of the original series.
Okay,
Yeah,
sweet. Okay,
still
Cameron.
got 3 more seasons to
I know.
go.
I'm
Holy
actually worried because I
fudge.
was
Well,
like,
so yeah,
Cameron, let me know when you start the series after the original series. But I'm like, well, there's no way me and Maddie will be able to keep pace with you. But I was like, let's try it. So once you finish this last season, let me know, and then we'll start
yeah, because
the
Deb
refresh.
Deb found out recently that Dex was the killer or whatever, and then she just helped kill LaGuerta and then was freaking out or whatever. And then this chick that like was friends with Harry came back into the picture and was like, I know everything about you, Dexter. I was like, I know. She like
Oh my
created the code,
gosh.
and I was like, uh and then Dex just the last episode we just watched, he took on the mentor he like trying to mentor the little like the kid who's so obviously a serial killer. The moment I saw his face, I was like, yeah, that kid's a killer. And then he's like trying to train him in the ways, and then because Dex blew him off, the kid most likely murdered his neighbor. Um, but yeah, so much is happening, and I don't even know how it's gonna end. But I'm hoping Deborah dies. Is that bad? I just hate Deb. Like she's just like
Which
every
one's Deb? Is
his
that
His
his?
sister.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was making sure that
She's
was
just
the sister.
she's just becoming so whiny and just like woe is me. I'm glad that she's starting to kind of realize like, okay,
Cameron, you're getting Dexter's way. Kill her.
oh,
I
literally,
know,
it's so funny.
Cameron. Why did you
Allie's
let your
always
husband cook crystal meth? He'd yell at the
yeah.
actress that was Walter White's
Yeah.
wife in the
No,
show.
it's funny just because every single time Deb says anything, I'm like, she's so dumb. I hate her. And then Allie's like siding with her. She's like, no, she's like understandable. Like it's hard. And
She,
I'm like, she's getting
she's
Dex's
behaving
way.
rationally to the unfold. Yeah, the
Yeah,
fact
exactly. I'm like, just she killed the dude. Okay, get over it.
Cameron's like, move on,
Yeah. But that's what's funny,
get
it's just because
over it.
I always tell Allie, I'm like, I am Dexter and she's Rita. So I'm like, that's why she always reacts differently to things, is because I'm like, no, I'm totally on Dex's side. And she's like, be nicer and more considerate.
Which one's Rita again?
His
That's his
wife
wife.
who got murdered.
Mhm,
Ah,
his wife.
yes. I love Rita.
Um, but yeah, so we just been grinding that, and I think we have 5 or 6 episodes left.
Holy
But
smoke.
yeah, super good.
Let's
And
just say, give me another 2 weeks or something because the season's over,
yeah,
and then
well,
I can, because
you'll
then
have
I'm in
the
Christmas break. I'll watch. Yeah, I'll watch all of Dexter.
but yeah, it's super good. And then I've been also we were in the bad habit of I would always ask Allie what she wanted to watch, and the only thing she ever wanted to watch was serial killer movies. So she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get brave, and I'm just gonna like when I say I'm just gonna she's like I want to watch a movie. I just pick something and show her instead of asking what vibe she wants because she'll only ever pick serial killer. And so I got her to watch Dune and Dune 1 and 2, and she really liked both, I think.
Never seen him before?
So she watched the first 30 minutes of Dune 1 and then made out with the dude for the rest of the movie, which I'm like, can't pick a worse movie to make out to or whatever. I mean, I guess the soundtrack's good, but
Yeah.
in the background, it's just still gar as
Oh, what's
written.
happening?
Ancient lamentation music.
Yeah. But
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of worm writing. It kind of makes sense, but
so she watched. That's crazy. She watched the first 30 minutes of the first one, and then went and saw the second one in theaters, and didn't know how long it was, and kept checking in during the show, like how long is this movie? So that's what I finally showed her 1 and 2, and kind of gave her the
and
background.
Cameron didn't kiss her once, so she had to pay attention.
Yeah, I was like, you're paying attention. Yeah. There's a meme that's like when a girl's trying to
Yeah.
make a move on you, yeah, during it, and he's like, oh, you don't like the movie?
You don't like the movie? You stop the movie and start a new
Yeah. Um, and then, but yeah, that
one.
rewatching those, the second one is literally perfect. And that was a movie that literally I don't think you can overhype. Like, especially if you're a boy, like
I
it's
know
so
so many
good.
people that say they like one more, and I'm like,
That's
one
crazy.
was
No,
the setup,
I
which
need
my
to
was
rewatch the second
it
one
was
because I remember
good.
being a little disappointed in the
no, see,
theaters.
my favorite thing ever
In
is like
what? In the
there
second
was
one or the
a
first one?
there
The
was a
second one in theaters, I was like,
there
Oh,
was a
Grant. That's
wasn't
reviewer.
as
because
impressed.
Grant has this misunderstanding with dialogue and what purpose
Oh
it
my
serves in your
Yeah, Grant's
movies.
like,
gosh. I
No,
can
it's
Grant's
true
like,
because
I'm
never
about to
me
fall
too
stand
asleep.
has
What's
said
going
this.
he
on?
goes he doesn't
Why
care
are
so
they
much
still
about the
talking?
dialogue. He's like it's more about sounds and
Uh,
visuals is like what he speaks through. He said.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
But no, but because I saw there's like
whatever.
a movie review guy that I thought was funny. He was talking about pre watching Dune 2. He's like people were telling him like it's like The Godfather Part 2, like but better or whatever. And
yeah.
then he like comes back or whatever. He's like, you thought it was as bad as The Godfather? And it's true. Just like that viewing, especially that theater in IMAX, just like the
No, I'll be
sound.
honest. I
Like
think I like Godfather 1 probably more than 2,
I
if I'm
I
honest.
I think that is maybe it's up there with Top Gun and Interstellar with like the best possible like IMAX experience. It's just unreal. And then also showed Allie the
Oh, and the
Prestige.
worm riding scene itself, it tells an entire story. It's a perfect
Yeah.
movie scene, by the way. I've
Yeah.
already told this before,
And
but
then showed Allie the Prestige. Wow, I forgot. Like I was kind of worried how well it would hold up. It's one of those movies. It's just a
oh,
typical Christopher Nolan movie where it's like the more you watch it, just the better it gets.
oh my gosh,
And
yes.
I think Grant hates this movie. Don't you hate this movie, Grant?
No, 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 no. I just had a hilarious
Oh yeah, with
experience with it because
Elise
I
who
showed
joined
Elise, she was
in.
doing a
Yeah,
puzzle or something in the background, and she's
that is
like
not a
half
puzzle
paying
movie.
attention. And
That
then
is
she's
not a
always like,
puzzle
wait,
movie.
who is this?
She missed the
I'm like,
magic trick.
pay attention.
Why
And
is
at the
this
very
guy
end,
eating?
she's like, I kind of like that. And I was like, she's like, but I didn't really get most of it. I'm like, yeah, because you need to
it,
watch the
it,
whole
it's
fucking
also
thing.
it's also so crazy to me because it is just it's so it
Uh,
the movie is magic because rewatching with Ali, I was so nervous the entire time. Every single time they would show what's his name, Christian Bale's like partner, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so obviously him. But it's like when you're not looking for that, you'll never ever process it.
Yes,
And Christopher Nolan does a
100%.
pretty good job of like cutting, and it's like you're primarily only seeing like this like side profile. But like when you know it, you're like, oh my gosh, that's so obviously him. But when you're not
Yes.
looking for it, you just have no idea. And so it was crazy to me that she was just like, oh my gosh. And like the hints that they leave along the way of like you mean
Like
it today.
literally his conversation with Hugh Jackman where he's like, that's the magic trick. It's the magic that they're pulling behind the scene. It's like
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
only reason
and
he
then even
knows.
later with the wife who's like, "You
No.
mean it today? You don't mean it today," and you're like, "Oh," and it's just like, what are you willing to sacrifice for the perfect trick? And it's like to live both of you to live half of a full life. Like, oh, crazy, amazing, so good.
Dude,
And
yeah,
then
that movie,
all
I honestly give it an S tier, and I think I liked it more on rewatch, and I almost like it more than some of his other films now. Like,
I still so my
yeah,
first viewing with that ever was I was watching it in a hotel room and you and Jordan were in the other room or whatever and I stopped it with like 15 minutes left and I was like I need you guys to explain this movie to me. I'm so confused. I don't get it. And you were like,
yeah.
how far are you in or whatever. I'm like I have 15 minutes left and you're like the next 10 minutes will explain everything. And I was like, oh, thank heavens because
You're
I'm
like,
so
yeah, the
confused.
next 10 minutes you're gonna
Yeah,
literally
because I
have
kept being
everything
like, wait, why
explained.
was he in jail and like how is he like dying and I don't understand. And you're just like just wait.
How is he
Like,
here?
yeah, I was like, is
What's
he actually
happening?
performing magic? Is this actually like uh but yeah, just so good. And then also she hadn't seen she's been in like the Christmas mood lately too, because putting up all Christmas decorations and stuff like that. And so I was like, you need to watch It's a Wonderful Life because she had never seen it. And of
Oh,
course she bawled and loved it.
don't
It's
worry.
just
I cry every
it's
time
a
I watch it. And at different times. Just
it's a
like
perfect
Jordan,
movie.
sometimes it's not at appropriate moments. I'm just like, why am I crying? I'm watching It's a Wonderful Life.
It's so good. And
That's
just
the best movie.
the character development and also I always forget his name, something Grant.
Are you talking about
I'm
Jimmy
talking
Stewart?
yeah, Jimmy
Yeah,
Stewart, not Grant. Um
that's all right. I thought you might be
Hugh Grant.
confusing. Yeah, Cary Grant
no,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. That's exactly
I
what I
know
was
that's what
thinking.
you were thinking of, but yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Stewart,
Who's
his
Cary Grant?
performance is literally just it's perfect. Like he is just so good. And I just love like his also talk about maybe one of the best like on-screen chemistries I've ever seen in my life. Like literally the first moment you ever see them together, you're like, yeah, they're getting married. Like you can literally just feel the chemistry through the screen. You're like, yeah, this is unreal. Um, and then Jordan in Your Face showed Allie Meet Joe Black, and she wept and loved it. But it got even better
In
on
your
rewatch.
face? Wait, do you not like Joe Black, Jordan?
Oh,
It's
I
because
just haven't. I don't know if I've even finished it. It's just weird
yeah,
and kind of
I
boring.
need to see it. I've never seen it.
Jordan screenshots it like that I'm watching it or whatever. He's like, you like the weirdest movies. That's all he says to me, and I'm just like, heaven forbid a dude have passions. But yeah, it's even better on rewatch, and I just think it's so beautiful. And I honestly think it has like a really hopeful message, which is such an interesting concept. Because I don't know if you guys know the concept, but it's just essentially just death experiencing because he's going to take a person, but before he takes the person, he's like, I want to experience what death is or what life is like. So he essentially like lives a life um, with this person and
Yeah,
just
it's a fun concept. Like when you first started, you're like, oh, this might be interesting, you know?
Now I'm interested to
I will
watch
say
it because
it is slow and but like it's just essentially like super
Jordan has
good.
some notorious bad takes. Like he doesn't like Baby Driver.
Okay, Ty, how about
He
you
feels like Baby
watch
Driver
Meet
aren't
Joe
exciting
Black and
enough.
then tell me that you love it so much,
I
like
will.
Cameron?
I know, and it's funny because like I still won't see like what's it called? I love David Fincher. I love Kate Blanchett. I love Brad Pitt, and I won't see Reversing Age Benjamin Button. Like
Like,
I'm like, why? Like
I need to rewatch
what?
that because I
Uh,
watched it when in high school, Jordan. And I just remember thinking I was like Loki scarred at just the old young Benjamin Button
yeah,
scarred me. Just
it's
looking at
terrifying.
him, he's literally like Voldemort at the train station. Like it
And
was
I
just
know that Fincher probably was like, it's too creepy on Uncanny Valley. He's like, you got to fix this. And it's like, we can't. You
yeah,
literally can't. Like, we can't de-age him. We can't. It
yeah.
doesn't work. But
But
I was saying they made Saving Private Ryan, and that was literally Matt Damon. And my gosh, they nailed it then. So I don't know if it's just Matt Damon's face that they can and age and de-age magically, and they can't do it for Brad Pitt because he's that much more handsome. But my goodness,
Yeah.
man, figure your
But
crap out,
and
Hollywood.
then I showed Allie's family Red. I was a little nervous because I literally haven't seen this maybe since high school, and it's just one of those movies that I know Dad loves and like is an easy group watch. But I'm like, but it also has that caveat of Dad loves anything Bruce Willis. So I was like, maybe it doesn't hold up, but it was pretty fun. It honestly is to me just like a worse version of Nobody. It's just kind of like
Mm.
Nobody, like kind of like oh spies coming out of retirement, and honestly like Morgan Freeman and stuff like that carry the film.
You
But
said Old Spies. I thought you said Old Spice.
oh
Like
no, no, yeah.
power.
But and but yeah, it was a fun rewatch. It wasn't as good as I remember. I remember loving it like in high school and as a kid, but it was just fun. And then I've just been, taking my lashings like a good DC fan and watching all of the full live action movies that have come out, and it's hurting my soul, but I watched Black Adam, and at the first like 40 minutes, I was like, what was everyone talking about? This movie's so good. And then every minute it continued, it just got worse and worse and I was like, ah. But they did. I gave it 2 stars, and I said 1 star for Hawkman because he's so sick and all of his action scenes are so sick, and then 1 star for Doctor Fate because they did him so good and he's so sick, and like I said in my review, I was like, I feel like this movie would maybe be borderline perfect on mute. The dialogue is atrocious, and like all of the main protagonists are just so unlikable, and you don't care about any of them, which
Yeah.
is just the problem in like so many superhero movies. It's just hard to create like a super likable character. Um, at least with live action writing, for some reason, people are like, oh yeah,
Who
there's like good
who's the
writing.
villain in Black Adam? Because I feel like I watched it on an airplane, but I don't
It's
remember
The
it.
Rock Johnson, Grant.
Well, yeah,
No, I know. Who's the villain?
he's kind of like
Yeah,
the
he's the
ant.
villain.
Is
He's
he
like
the
the
villain?
he's kind of like, yeah,
No,
the
he's the villain
anti.
of the box office.
He's
He's
like
the
the
poison
he's
of
like the
this movie.
anti-hero who like is sort of the hero who fights, and the villain is like essentially this dude who gets the powers of like the demons or something like that. It's dumb. But Dr.
Hmm.
Fate is so sick, Grant. He's literally like Injustice 2 levels like of swag, and dude, the way he fights and stuff like that, it's just but anyways, it's just if I wasn't a nerd, that I would never recommend that movie to anyone, and even as a nerd, I don't recommend it. And then another nerdy thing I saw, Chainsaw Man the movie Reza Arc, and
No
watched.
spoils.
Yeah, I watched it
Was it
Monday.
good?
Yeah, super fun. I mean, if you guys like Chainsaw, it's literally I think it's just as good. I would say it's like a top top 2 or 3 episode of the show. Like it's literally just like
Because
brilliant.
the movie's just gonna be. Is it just like the first two episodes of the next season that they're gonna release eventually, or
I'm
because
not
that's
sure.
what Demon Slayer does,
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it does
like a
continue
preview.
almost exactly after because Colton. I watched the last 4 episodes
I didn't
with
even know
Colton
this was a show. Like I saw
leading up
the
to it.
it's Chainsaw Man. Is it where he has a
It's so dumb, Ty, but it's so fun.
It's what that
It's a
character I had
ridiculous
in my Lego
concept, yeah,
video.
It's
yeah.
it's very similar, Ty. If like I know you haven't watched any of One Punch, but it's similar vibe where it's just
I've
like
seen the first 2 episodes of One Punch Man.
yeah, so it's kind of like that where it's just such a silly concept
Yeah,
that it's like actually pretty well done. But
yeah.
the concept in and of itself is just very like once you can kind of get past how cheesy and dumb it is, it actually is really solid. But yeah, watch that. Really enjoyable. I gave it 8 out of 10. And
Yeah, the characters are so good.
yeah, and there's a new
Like
character that
there's this guy who has a chainsaw head. It's so so
there's a
compelling.
new
You
guy
just no,
that
you care about the group and like, and then all of Denji's just
yeah, every
all
single
of
one
his
of his
motivations are
interactions,
just so
every single time
childish.
he
It's
just talks
so
about
funny.
Makima, he's just like, "Oh, I'm in love with Makima," or whatever. And yeah, it's just really good.
Uh,
And there's gonna be
Every single anime and
yeah,
I guess it's called or is it manga? What's it called?
manga,
It's the
manga,
comic.
yeah,
No, not
manga
maga.
is the
yeah,
written
manga,
Manga. Yeah,
yeah.
maga.
manga. Make
Make
America
America
great
great
again.
again, yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's like
there's
they
a
do the
character.
thing where they gasp and they shimmer their eyes. Like they do it too many times. You should do a drinking game where they go and then their eyes like shimmer. Like
I'm gonna take a potato chip and eat it. Or
I
maybe the
can't
best
stand
death
it, and
in
it's
cinema
so annoying.
history. The first kill of that light kills when the guy's like, and his eyes are like popping out.
Yeah, the eyes that start to shimmer, like just it once
So
you'll never unsee it. Now that I've mentioned it, that's what
but
it is. It's the gasp and the
there's
shimmering
a character that
eyes.
they focus on, Grant and Jordan, that that gets like more screen time that I didn't even remember him from like season one, and he's so awesome. It's so funny.
Who
Um,
is he in the main group or what?
I mean, it's not really
Or
spoilers. You guys
she?
want me to say? Okay, Jordan's got him off. It's just the shark guy, Grant. I don't know if you remember him. Okay, yeah.
Our guy.
I think he's like barely in one episode.
Sounds like such a compelling show. Chainsaw Man, Shark Guy.
He can swim through any liquid. Remember, he's like fighting and eating all the zombies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is
Because
hilarious.
he shows up with the angel chick.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys are such
Um,
nerds.
but and then another pill I've been swallowing is I just finished Shazam: Fury of the Gods. And again, first 30 minutes I was like, dude, what was everyone talking about? This is great. Because it's always they start with like great character development and it's like interesting
Because
characters.
that's where they all have the powers, right? All
Yeah.
the
The
Yeah.
kids.
But
foster kids.
it's like a really interesting concept because it's like essentially all these kids trying to balance I'm a high schooler and I like secretly have these powers or whatever, which is always a fun like it's the same thing as Spider-Man. It's like always a fun concept because it's every kid's dream to be secretly a superhero but like nerdy at school. Um well, at least it was mine. But
Wait, your dream was to be nerdy at school? I don't think that's anyone's dream.
I'm
I
saying
think the dream
Yeah,
is to
I'm saying
escape the
Eternal
yes,
wedgies and
exactly. You're
purple
nerdy because you
nurples and
can't escape being
swirlies in
nerdy.
the toilet and
we
I
we
just
wasn't
learned
I
fucking
we
shoved
I
into
learned ballet so
lockers.
we could embarrass the people that knew how to play.
You learned
Yeah,
ballet
Cameron.
to make fun of?
I think what
You
you
learned
meant to
ballet
say was
homophobically?
everyone's dream is to be a superhero secretly and be adored and loved at
No, but
school.
yeah,
That's
I'm
awesome.
saying you can't escape being a nerd. Like once you play Nintendo 3DS at lunch, you're eternally a nerd at high school, and there was no way I could escape it. So that's what I imagined that I would be doing.
Speak for yourself, you rube. I was awesome and popular. I was on the homecoming court or whatever,
Yeah, well,
dude.
me and Grant, not so much. We were at the Mormon table playing Super Smash Bros. Okay.
I know it's actually funny because Jordan and Kevin and Nick all played Nintendo DS or
Nintendo
whatever.
DS, baby.
Kevin lost mine, dude, and he had to pay me a new one. So he gave me the money to buy a DS, and I used that money to buy a PlayStation Portable. And he got mad at me for it because he wanted me to buy another one with that money. And he's like, "You need to buy the gaming that we're all doing." And I was like, "Yeah, but the PlayStation Portable has way better single player games." And he
Yeah, the
got
PSP
so
was sick with
mad.
Battlefront 2 and
freaking Medal of Honor, dude. I love
I
Yeah,
that
think
see,
game.
you guys know what I'm talking
and the
about. So you guys
island.
inherited
So
that
good.
PlayStation.
I think
Forget
Ty
about
was just
you could watch the island on the
oh yeah.
PSP too.
I think Ty was just tired of me running in and twisting his nipples every time we'd play DS together and he beat me.
Yeah, Jordan was a sore loser because I won more, but he definitely deformed me, man. I'm a monster. Look at me, I'm deformed.
Devon.
But then also, yeah, just the Shazam, it was so good in the beginning because it has the characters and all of that. And then the moment that the villains are introduced, and it
You're
also
talking
has,
about the second one, right?
yeah. A-
Yes, I know.
And the moment that the villains introduced and all the stuff is just like, oh, who wrote this dialogue? Chat
Well, and isn't too
GPT?
the whole like a lot of the conflict comes from the one foster brother wanting to do like his own thing and kind of taking
Yeah.
initiative or
Yeah. Well,
something.
and it's also just dumb because they make the most relatable character of all time, Billy Batson, who's Captain Marvel, because he's literally a child who says the word Shazam and becomes an adult superhero. And it's like, it is the most relatable. It's like everyone's like, oh, that would be so sick. And that's like so understandable. And they make him like the most unrelatable character ever. I'm just like, and like unlikable. They just I'm like, dude, this is literally every kid was like, oh, Shazam is so sick, and I love Shazam growing up. But like every time I see him, because that's what usually there's always conflict because the
I'm not
Justice
gonna
League is always
lie,
like,
I'm a bit of a
he shouldn't be in
poser.
the Justice League because
I
he's a
had a
child.
Shazam t-shirt in high school. I didn't know it was to Shazam. I just saw the yellow lightning bolt on a red t-shirt and I was like, that looks cool, and I wore it. I actually thought
That's
it was the
funny.
Flash for a long time.
We're like, oh, sick shirt. And you're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Flash.
was like, yeah, pretty cool, huh? The 4 movies out too, and this was before Avengers. So mind you, I was kind of a dork wearing shirts like that, you know.
Yeah, facts.
But
Um,
my six pack somehow made the ladies ignore the fact that I was a perceived nerd.
but then yeah, the current pill that I'm trying to swallow is I'm on my third sitting of uh Aquaman, the Lost City of Atlantis or something.
Oh.
Or-
Is that the second one or
Second one.
something?
Yeah, the first one honestly pretty fun. Second one is
Yeah,
Really? I did not like the first
I
first
one.
liked
one's
the
fun.
first Aquaman, James
Yeah.
Wan,
It's
right?
just visual throw up.
Eh,
Uh, but it's
eh,
fine.
yeah.
But yeah, the
I like
second
the octopus playing the drums.
but the second one, yeah, it's a little rough getting through, but it's
Yeah,
definitely
I didn't
something
see
that
the
I have
second
going on
one,
the
so
background.
yeah.
And I forgot that Amber Heard was a human being until she showed up. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that she's like an actress. I just have always known her as the poop girl, but um
She didn't poop the she
yeah,
didn't poop
pooped on
any
Johnny
beds
Depp's
before.
bed. Dude, that poor maid, whoever had to clean that up. What the but then also for $5 Tuesday, I went and saw Regretting You with Allie. Um, it was fine. It was it's
Which
like
one's that? Is that
it's
the
like a chick
car?
flick like Dave Franco, and it's also got the girl
Oh,
from Get Out.
wait.
Every
Yes.
every single time she was on
Yes.
screen, I was like, will you mind just eating cereal for me really quick, just to clear up some things, just to make
Yeah,
sure.
it was okay, you said.
Yeah, it was fun. It's just a really interesting concept. Essentially, it's just about um like it's like overly dramatic. It's about um these these like high school like group of friends who these two guys, like this guy and this girl, Dave Franco and the girl from Get Out, kind of liked each other, but then ended up dating other people, and then they ended up like getting married or whatever, and then they're like still super close because he ended up like having a child with the girl that he liked sister, and she ended up marrying like her high school sweetheart or whatever, the guy who kind of swooned her instead of Dave Franco. And then they end up cheating on each other, and then when they're cheating they get in a car accident and die. And so Dave Franco and the girl from Get Out essentially find out about the cheating because they're in a car accident and die, and it's like he was driving her car. Where were they driving the car? Why was he in the car? And it's like, oh, they were leaving a motel or a hotel. And it's like, and so then essentially just trying to like dissect
So
that.
the
And
whole movie's like the bee had it coming.
yeah, well, and then it's just
Jordan would
essentially
actually be thrilled that the lying whores all died.
no, but then the entire thing is it's primarily the entire thing is primarily focused. It's kind of just like a teen drama, which it's
I just
pretty fun.
realized Jordan is literally Friday the 13th killer mommy.
Jordan is
That's
Jason
Jordan,
Voorhees.
dude. That's you,
Um,
Who
Jordan.
but
knows?
then the last
Right.
thing I watched was I showed Allie the Phantom Menace, which I was
Star
impressed.
Wars?
Yeah, because she's like never seen it. Which no spoilers because she doesn't she like knows bits and pieces, but she like remembers certain things kind of wrong. And so sometimes she's like, oh wait,
Are
is
you
it
Wait,
like trying to watch Empire
remember
Strikes
when
Back?
Dumbledore dies?
no, don't say
I'm
anything.
making fun of how I spoiled Harry Potter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Grant was great at doing that. I'm like, oh yeah, we're
I was
showing
like, I was
Allie
like,
Harry Potter. We're on Harry Potter 4. And he's like, oh yeah, when like Sirius dies. And I was like,
and no, it was Harry Potter 6, and I was like, man, they didn't do give justice to when Dumbledore dies.
yeah. And then I just turned, I
And
was
then
like,
Cameron was like, why'd you spoil it? I'm like, okay, she's 15 years late to something that's been
I know, but
widely known by
I literally
everyone else,
told
even
you,
if they
I
haven't
literally
seen the
told you she's
movie.
watching it for the first time, and Grant's like, oh yeah, they did do
Yeah, but you know
Dumbledore's
the
death
books, and
justice.
you know, like, how have you gone your whole life not knowing and or hearing
No,
that
I
Dumbledore
agree,
died?
Grant. There are some canon events where like that would be like saying like, oh, you didn't know the usual suspects, was
See, Grant doesn't
was
know that, and
Kaiser
see,
Soze.
I never knew that either. And
Or
when I got the twist, I was like, wow. And same with Sixth Sense, I was like, yeah, I know the twist. He talks to dead people, and then I was like, not that. That's not the twist.
I know
The
the
twist is
twist
that
he
Bruce
talks
Willis
to
is
dead
dead.
people. That's
So they literally
I
show
love
Bruce
it.
Willis die in
Well,
the
We should
opening.
make a
and they
podcast for.
spoil it in 50 First Dates and The Office.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah, and
Well,
it just
no,
went in one
I
ear, out
learned
the
that
other, and I was just like,
Bruce Willis. People just like spoiling Bruce Willis movies, dude. They spoiled the Armageddon also. They're always like,
yeah,
oh, they're
but
gonna.
yeah. So
Oh
I showed
yeah.
Allie Phantom Menace, and I was worried because especially her liking Dune, and she just liked kind of like the whole story. I'm like, honestly, the story in and of itself, which no, you guys aren't allowed to say anything, but the story in and of itself of Star Wars, I just
Sand, of course.
Diplomatic.
but I just
The
think it really.
Republic.
Wait, you just need to go to a different room. Hold on, I'm
We're
worried.
not gonna spoil it. It's
So
fine.
she doesn't know who Anakin is what you're saying.
So, do you understand anything of anything, Jordan? Does your brain function?
I'm
Um,
sorry, but can I just say there's something very sweet and charming about a man that is trying to keep Star Wars spoilers from his wife,
That are
who's an
20
adult
years
watching
later.
Star Wars.
yeah, but yeah,
That's just
I
very,
was
very
worried because
wonderful.
I feel like Phantom Menace holds up the least out of all of all of the first trilogy, just because I feel like
Mhm.
We're not
two,
afraid because we're Jedi.
yeah, and just like sometimes the just very slow developing, and Jar Jar is just so
No,
annoying.
no, not even not afraid. There's always a bigger fish.
Yeah, there's always a bigger fish. And it's hard because I'm like Liam
Like
Neeson is
we don't have
great.
to be confident. We just have to know that some other fish is gonna come save us. Like
Yeah, just
what? What is this movie?
and just so yeah, there's just and some of the dialogue and it's just like
I showed my
like
kids the pod racing and they thought it was fun. And I was like, yeah, you know what? When I was 8 years old or, 6 when the movie came out, I was like,
believe it or
that
not, that's
was
a
a fun
slave
movie.
fighting for his freedom.
And mind
A
you,
little less
they
fun
don't
now.
have enough money to buy the mom, or they couldn't go back and get the money and then come
That's
back and buy the
that's
mom.
my favorite part is that is I love how little Qui-Gon cared about the mom. He's just like he literally used the force and illegally got the son and not the mom. He was just like and he's just like and not for two. And he was like, okay, we'll just take the son. And he was like, oh, 50-50. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be the son.
And
And then
then they put
Anakin's
that
like,
poor
we
boy in
can't
a
bring my
life or death
mom.
race so they could win his freedom.
Yeah, and then she like looks at he's like, we can't bring my mom. It looks at Qui-Gon and Qui-Gon's just like, I don't know what you want me to do. It's not like I'm like a Jedi Knight.
And it's not like I'm literally transporting a princess or a queen of
Yeah.
an entire race of planet. Like,
Well, that's the
what?
thing
You
too
don't
is
have,
I'm like, okay,
they don't have a bank account.
if they illegally take the mom, what is that slave owner gonna do? It's like, is he hunting them down across the galaxy from the outer rim, like, and trying to hunt down two Jedis? Like, it's just things like that where I'm like, man, they really did Anakin's mom dirty. But every single it was funny. I was like, you recognize who that is, Allie? And she was like, he looks familiar. I was like, Jingle all the way. It's on a Turbo Man. Batteries not included.
Oh, you mean the kid that plays Anakin?
Yeah.
Oh,
Those were like the only two movies he did before he was bullied into never acting again.
yeah, he just disappeared.
No, no, Grant, have you heard that? They bullied that poor actor. Okay, don't look it up. It's so sad. He's like, people would stop me in the grocery store and yell at me for ruining their childhood. And he's like, it was literally the worst thing that's ever happened to him, he said. He regrets
Oh
it
my
and he's trying
gosh,
to live
that's
his life. And
horrible.
yeah, people would yell at him. And it's like he's a child actor just
Is it
doing what
because of
George
Star
Lucas told
Wars
him to
or
do.
what?
Yeah, the actor
Yeah.
from Star Wars. After Jingle All the Way, he got his role in Star Wars and he never acted
Because
again
I had to think
because
about it. Like the movies came out in the
Wow.
80s, and then it's like, who's gonna play this or whatever, and then
yeah, he got
we
the
cast
acting
this
role of a
kid.
dream,
And
of a
so all
lifetime.
these kids who grew up watching it in the 80s are now adults
Uh,
with kids,
They're
and then they're
adult and they're
oh, it's
watching the movie and they're
delicious,
like,
and they're like,
your movie
fuck.
sucked and you sucked as Anakin. And it's just like, mommy. Like, he's just a kid and you have like adult men,
yeah.
fanboys yelling at you because you didn't portray Anakin the way they wish you had. And you're like, if you look at George Lucas's
Oh man.
direction, it's not like that kid even had a prayer. Like the kid was fine in Jingle All the Way. He's not the worst child
Uh,
actor and he's not the best. And then you're like,
yeah.
are you an angel? He's like, he's doing dialogue that George Lucas wrote, dude. And the guy
This
does
is
not
pod
do it the
Yeah.
racing.
best actors. He famously
Um,
does not. Like literally, an adult version of Anakin couldn't do any better. And Hayden Christensen is actually a pretty good
yeah, he's
actor.
actually a talented actor. Yeah.
Yeah, and he couldn't even make the lines work. It's insane.
Well, I mean, it's like you have someone like Ewan McGregor and Liam Neeson seeming like
Yeah,
robots.
amazing actors in
It's
their
like
own
both
right. Can't
so
even make
talented, like
this work.
people who are in movies who are like in the people's.
Natalie Portman, award-winning
Yeah,
actress.
exactly, like Black Swan actress, and she's just like the Republic will not stand for
Get to the
this.
hangar. Hurry. It's
Yeah,
still one of my favorite lines.
stay there, Annie. And I'm just like, bro. But yeah, so I was impressed. She
And Jar
enjoyed.
Jar Binks, dude.
Yeah,
That actor too lost all acting gigs after.
yeah. See, he's the one person I would justify yelling at in a grocery store. If I found that guy in a grocery store, I would come up to him. You ruined
Dude,
stupid.
that guy is just so thankful that there was enough CGI covering his real
You have
identity,
no
so like
idea what he.
just basic fanboys don't bother him, like
Yeah,
Anakin,
exactly.
because Jar Jar Binks' life was also ruined. Like, never got
100.
another acting gig again. So
But yeah,
sad.
and
That's
then
so funny.
yeah, but that's pretty much everything that I've seen, and just looking forward to finishing Dexter, and then hopefully maybe watching the rest of Star Wars with Allie. But yeah, I'm so interested because she keeps like remembering certain things, and I'm like, yeah, because she'll like,
Dude,
remember. She's like, wait, isn't this person this? And I'm like, oh, it's close, but no. But
I'm
yeah, but
sorry. I
Jordan's
freaking
trying his
love that,
best.
Cameron. So much mad respect right now for you. Like, you're gonna watch Empire Strikes Back and be like, no way.
Yeah.
But not really though, because if you watch them in order, it doesn't work. Because you'll know. Anyway, I think you're supposed to watch the original trilogy first and then watch the
No.
prequels.
I think it works better in the actual timeline because that's the thing too. Is I just think well, because she was like, well, this isn't. She's like Luke Skywalker, isn't that Darth Vader, and isn't that Luke's father or whatever? And I'm like, oh, it's a famously misquoted line, which isn't a lie because it's actually not Luke.
Wait, so let's just be
But it's
clear. You're
actually
gaslighting your wife.
the wording is no, I am
I
your
am your
yeah.
father. Yeah,
He doesn't say
that's how I'm
Luke,
like, oh
yeah.
no, famously misquoted. She was like, oh, and I'm like, so the lie that I'm gonna go with is the fact that he's the grandfather and that the son is Darth Vader. And then she
I still can't get over the fact that you're just gaslighting your
That's
wife
funny.
into
bro, the amount of times that's a problem is the amount of times where I watch a movie with her where
So I'm gonna
George.
take back my praise that I gave to you earlier about being innocent and wonderful that you're keeping this surprise.
No, it's the same Jordan. Do you think I'm bad with like calling or get
Nope.
You think I'm bad? Be
Yeah, Cameron got kicked for despicable behavior. He probably had his computer die. Well, good stuff, folks. Guys, thanks for tuning in. If Cameron jumps back on, we'll say bye for Cameron for now. But leave us an email, futuremovies@gmail.com. And we love you listeners. Leave us a comment, tell us a movie you'd like us to review. And let's keep plotting, dude. We have 400 listeners out there, man. Just keep watching us. Keep spreading the disease, you know. And we love and appreciate you listeners and viewers. So y'all get oh wait, and I'm only talking about the YouTube channel because we probably have other listeners that do the podcast only through the are we on Spotify or just on Apple? For
both.
both. There you go.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
so we have a few listeners on there
I
as
thought it was
well,
just
but
the YouTube.
mostly from YouTube, I think, is our biggest following because all of our videos are there. And most people that are listening originally tried to pirate the movies and then they find our channel and they're like, well,
They're
the
like,
movie's not
oh,
here, but hey, these guys are fun
2 hour
to listen
long video. It's
to.
got to be the movie.
And then they finally find the pirated movie and then come back and watch our podcast. And they're like, yeah, it was fun. Anyway, we love you listeners. And if you're listening to this, you can't pirate our show because it's free. Anyway, we love you listeners. Alrighty then. Who is her?
Bumblebee tuna.
Bye. Earthquake test.